Welcome back. It's been a few weeks. Drew went on vacation. It's the season finale. I'm gonna give everyone a moment to kind of stream in here. We're joined by a actual picture. This is what he looks like in live action.
The fro and everything.
He is a still image. Joined by our special guest today. I'm of course Nick Sperry of 312 Squadron. We're joined by Vince Morgado, and then my co-host is Drew Bishop Sai, who's also wearing a 312 shirt. Nice. And your Christmas gift is in the mail. Actually, will be in the mail. So.
Oh, well, thank you.
I just ordered it.
Wow.
Because even though you work for the post office, I'm a little nervous about shipping even a few weeks out. So.
Oh, you're fine.
Gotta,
you're fine. Yeah.
Just gotta get that out of the way if you can. Just to everyone that's shopping, holiday shopping, get it done within the next 10 days. I recommend it. Just give yourself ample time.
USPS agrees. Please do it sooner than later.
It helps everybody. So, today is, I don't even know, today is Tuesday. Oh my God. I had such a terrible morning. I was stuck on the train for 30 minutes longer than I was supposed to be because someone jumped on the tracks, which happens every day in Chicago.
It happens every day in the Bay too.
Yeah, and so they had to basically the train that I get on to go to work runs underground, the Red Line, which is the commuter train. It's the number one. It's through the heart of the city. Pretty much everyone can get close to where they need to go using that train. Somebody jumped on the tracks, one of the underground stops, and they just stopped all the trains, and they decided to have everything run on the elevated track, which if you've heard the L train before, that's called the L because the elevated track, so most of the trains run on an elevated track. So they put the commuter train that I'm on the elevated track, going about 3 miles an hour. It took me an extra half hour to get to work, which that's an inconvenience, but it was 17 degrees outside today. And we were sitting at one of the stops with the doors open for about 15 minutes. And I'm just freezing. It's just gusts of chilly wind coming through, freezing me. So I was frozen for 2 hours even when I got to
that's chilly.
So that's fun, yeah. You California boys, you may or may not know, but I mean, I'm from California as well, so I'm technically also a California boy. But I've been here for 6 years, so I've kind of adapted to, having to deal with that kind of weather. So, but yeah, that was fun. Anyways, we got a full show here with Vince, Drew today. This is our 6th episode. We're not going to stop doing this. I'm just going to take a break. We're all going to be busy. And I'm going to be traveling home in a little over a week. So, yeah, I get to hang out with these guys, actually, most likely, and get wrecked playing some X-Wing with them. Wow, yeah. Drew will complain about his dice until he rolls perfect, like he did the last game that I watched.
Yep.
And, so I have a lot of plans for this and for the channel and all that good stuff in the new year. I've been working, I still work with Gold Squadron, and I work a full-time job, so I am, on top of this is basically, even though I love it, it's 3 jobs, so just give myself the break that I feel I need, and then we'll be back with more giveaways, more leagues, and more of this stuff. So we appreciate you guys watching and being a part of this. What was cool is I was going back through my old folders for the 312 Squadron, part of my drive. And there's a promo folder for giveaway, specialty promos, milestones. There was a folder for 175 followers. That was last summer. We're at 620 now, which it's not a great metric in terms. I mean, it's in Twitch followers is you take with a grain of salt, but it just kind of goes to show how much more exposure this channel has gotten. And we appreciate it. It's been awesome. It's been an awesome ride. We're full steam ahead for 2022. Hopefully the Cubs get back into the playoffs. I'll be even happier then. Probably not, but I'll put on my face.
I let you get that full sentence out before my inner baseball nerd came out and just came down like a hammer on it. So I'll just let it go.
At least my team, and I love the A's, can spend money. It's
not doing you any good.
We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna fight it.
See.
We'll see. So we have a full lineup for you guys today. Let me play through our topics here. Roll them down. We got a little holiday theme, ho 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 there. So, like I said, this is the season finale. So we have a lot of fun stuff planned tonight. It's gonna be chill. We got good stuff for the Star Wars lore. We got great questions for Vince. We got, our usual hot takes. Everything. It's gonna be great. I have to say, I'm really happy with overall the structure of this, the visual structure of the show. I think there's a lot of room for improvement, but hey, it's unique. I think that's what I was going for, is that it has a little different look than the other casts and stuff out there. And it's not supposed to be a podcast, so try to not make it feel more like a talk show meets game show meets podcast kind of thing. So it's like a pseudo multiple things. So how was your guys' day? I just ranted for a really long time. What'd you guys do today? Anything?
You want to start with Vince? You want to take it off?
My day's probably shorter, so I'll just jump in and out real quick. It's Tuesday. I don't work on Tuesday, so all I've been doing is playing Escape from Tarkov because the game is gonna wipe in about a week, and it's time to spend all my money that I've accrued over about 4.5 months. So lose as fast as possible, die as many times as possible, and live fast, die young.
Cool. All right.
Fuck yeah. And you got a new computer that doesn't have a camera. I will give you shit for that. I just think it's so amusing to me. I know it's like, it's built for gaming, but dude, my gaming laptop over here, it's got a camera.
My laptop will tear yours apart.
I'm sure it will. I mean, mine's like 3 years old now. I only use it for in-person streaming, which it's a beast when it comes to that, because I'm surprised it can handle it.
Going after my laptop for not having a camera is like going after a Dodge Demon for not having a reversing camera.
I think it just goes to show, and Vince, this is out of love, but that you haven't necessarily stopped by for this maybe at all, just because we always have cameras. So when you're like, oh, by the way, I don't have a camera, I'm like, what? I would have loved to have known that.
I'm very honored to have been invited on the show. I haven't, obviously I've been out of the game for a while, so getting a chance to stretch the muscles and go back into doing what I love is a welcome opportunity.
It's been how long since... Okay, so let's get some clarification. First of all, Vince running a podcast, formerly known as a wide world of wargaming.
We changed the name, I think, 4 times.
Changed the name.
Yep.
As far as I know, the only name change I know of is from that to Fangs Out. Talk a lot about X-Wing. I was invited like 4 times to talk with Drew and Vince.
I think you were our second most common guest.
Yeah. It was a good time. So what's the deal with that? What's if people would want an update if they've listened to it before? Is it gone?
Yes, so what happened was I don't know, Nick.
Drew, I'll jump on this grenade because it was my fault.
I was gonna talk about the other games that went in and then they all left. And
it was a very ambitious idea in the beginning. Unfortunately, some people made some decisions that they wanted to go in a different direction with their content. So shout out to the guys over at to my boys Alex Gonzalez and John Fairhelm, who and Jeremy and all them. Nothing but the best for them. And then due to some conduct decisions that I made and some statements that I made, Fangs Out has gone on hiatus. And I'll leave it there. When I'm comfortable bringing it back, and when I think I have enough to offer, that conversation will be had. But it was no one's fault but my own. I apologize to everyone who enjoyed our content. Its absence is purely my own fault, and I will leave it at that.
So this is like one of those awesome YouTuber apology videos, but live and without it live.
Right.
Well, they don't. I don't want them to see me all of a sudden doing just straight shots out of the bottle of Jack because I didn't want to answer that question.
Well, I think it's something that I'm sure a decent amount of people were wondering because you guys had a decent amount of listeners. So Vince saying it's not dead, just taking a break, and that's fine.
We were very fortunate for the support that we have. I am grateful to everyone who stuck with us as long as they did. I'm grateful to Drew for sticking with it as long as he did, and let's but you know what, I'm not here to talk about my dead show. I'm here to hang out on your show, so let's talk about you.
Oh,
well, so I was gonna say, can I so going back to what we were talking about before with the days, my day has been ridiculous. I don't really get many days off.
Drew's a grinder.
Today was my day off, and I did everything, man. I cleaned the house, I painted some miniatures, I bought dinner, I cooked dinner. Like I vacuumed, like I did everything, and I took a nap too, which was great. Oh,
Were
and I
these
went to,
Age of Sigmar minis?
they are, and I went to work also to drop off my vacation time because we did vacation days today, so everyone gets to plan out for the next year. USPS allots you a certain amount of time off on top of the time off you already have. So I'm hopefully we're going into Taiwan next December.
Oh shit! Hell yeah!
October, I think it is October. Yeah. So
You were just on a trip to Hawaii, right?
yeah, we just got back. It was one of a kind trip, man. It was crazy. I was sending you guys those photos, so
Yeah.
that was awesome.
Lava fields are awesome. Lava
I
fields.
was
are
going
awesome.
back through our messages, and I'm like, man, there's some stuff that I missed because I was just like all over the place.
Oh,
when
you were
sending some
asleep.
photos.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
It was lava fields are awesome, but don't walk on them. That's very dangerous.
Well, yeah, no,
I
I'm okay
yeah.
to miss that one.
Yeah. Well, we'll roll into the first topic here. Is going to be random Chicago, which is one of my favorites because it has to do with Chicago. And hey, this is 312 Quadrant. We're based in Chicago, so that's why we do this little segment.
Yep.
Get it out of the way first. So,
It doesn't have anything to do with Deep Dish Pizza, Nickel City,
sorry,
so don't
I
worry about
hit the
that.
wrong button. It's my Stream Deck fooling me again. So let me go over to random Chicago. We're not talking about deep dish. We're actually talking about Chicago dogs, which are they're so good. I would definitely probably every day. I would rather have the Chicago dog over the deep dish pizza. Just hot dogs. I've always loved them. Like, I'm a big baseball guy. Grow up going to the park, having a dog, and then Chicago's food scene makes Chicago dogs it makes hot dogs just very special. I think it's like, it's a fucking hot dog. Why is it special? So what makes a Chicago dog a Chicago or a Chicago style hot dog? So it's always on a poppy seed bun, and it is topped with yellow mustard, chopped white onions, bright green sweet pickle relish, a dill pickle spear, tomato slices or wedges, pickled sports peppers, and a little bit of celery salt. It is a mouthful. It is messy, but it's just delicious. It's awesome going to Wrigley Field and having one of those. They usually have foot long, Chicago dogs.
Wrigley very famous for its dogs, actually. Very
Really?
famous.
I've never had one before. Oh my god, I want one.
I know they're so
baseball-
good.
Baseball people know. Baseball people know.
I just ate dinner and I'm starving. I'm looking at it, my mouth. I'm like, ooh, that's good. Cool. Okay.
Yeah, it's just so yummy. A little background with the hot dog and the history of it in Chicago. So it has been known in Frankfurt since the 13th century, the hot dog. Sometime in the 19th century, a butcher in Vienna added beef to their sausage mixture, called it a Frankfurter, and eventually it reached Chicago, and they served it in buns that became popular at fairs and baseball games. How about that? It was pork-free and kosher style, and that originated in 1929. During the Great Depression, they were sold for a nickel out of carts along Maxwell Street.
Oh my! A nickel for a hot dog.
I know, dude.
Wow.
And it's
God,
actually
the world has changed.
a type of dog that you can get. I believe the Wiener Circle sells hot dogs called the Maxwell Street dog. It's something that they pay homage to still. Two Austrian and Hungarian immigrants sold their Vienna beef franks at the 1893 World's Columbian Exposition in Chicago. And Vienna beef became a major producer of hot dogs around that time. And by the early 2000s, they were one of the major suppliers for hot dogs and hot dog carts. So Vienna beef is all over Illinois and especially in Chicago. That you cannot get a hot dog that's not Vienna beef. It's just delicious, and that's just
Y'all don't have
the way
Casper's?
to go. No. It used to be at Wrigley. They had a different provider when I was really young, but I don't remember the name of it. It was not that though.
Because out here, Casper's that's as good as we get on the West Coast as a Casper's hot dog.
Yeah, and Greg from Nickel City X-Wing saying Chicago dogs are good, so we can agree on something. I thought I'd die without having some sort of Chicago related thing to agree with Greg with, but here we are.
Dude, the
It's
chef.
monumentous occasion.
This
chef,
guy is an artisan making this hot dog.
I know.
I was like, it looks like he's dressing a baby.
Yeah,
Stand
exactly.
up cooking guy on YouTube. Yeah.
He's doing the Salt Bay thing with the onions and the relish on there.
Yeah.
So that video is there's 20 minutes of him just making the dough for the buns. It's dedication.
That's so cool.
I could
Super
definitely, I could do most of what's on that hot dog. I think The tomatoes is where I'm probably gonna have to abort mission.
You're not a tomato guy. Tomatoes, I think, are the best part, but
I'm
Yeah, I
so
was
dude.
gonna say that's-
I'm weird like this. Like I can eat. There's so many things that like I have to eat in a certain way, and tomatoes. I love ketchup. I cannot fucking eat cold tomatoes.
So you're not.
Interesting.
That's
Okay.
like one of the major ingredients of salads. Cold tomatoes. So
Salads.
Salads. 2 salads.
See, like
so-
you know,
It's actually a good
sorry, go
segue,
ahead.
Vince, because it's time for hot takes.
I
And
agree,
so
Greg, though.
Vince
Yeah.
this
even
is-
kind of started with a simmering take, not
see,
super
Nickel
spicy.
City. Like, Greg, I'm with you on that. Like,
Yeah, I agree with Greg too. I'm like, I'd rather have ketchup
Yeah.
than the tomatoes. That a hot take, Nick?
Sweet paste, I think I'll pass. I like it savory all the way, so mustard all the way.
Sweet
I
taste.
like I can do mustard or ketchup on my dogs, but if I'm gonna
If you're gonna
if
die,
I'm
you have to
picking
pick
one, if I'm picking
Yeah,
one,
yeah.
I'm going ketchup. Now, real quick before we go into
Yeah.
hot takes, is this a bratwurst friendly house or is this a not worst house?
Is Chicago a bratwurst friendly house or
Yeah.
not?
Chicago
Oh, dude.
loves brats.
Oh yeah,
Chicago defends the brats to the death.
yeah,
I've met
absolutely.
people.
I like bratwurst. It's not my go-to, but I definitely I've enjoyed them.
Okay.
I'm
Is-
more I'd rather typically like Polish style or Italian sausage or just a dog.
Mhm.
That's me.
Pretty sure Sox fans eat ketchup.
Guaranteed to lose field, guaranteed rate. Hey, you know what? I'm happy for the Sox. They're starting to get good. They just have a really shitty manager who's been charged with a DUI twice and is almost 80 years old. So that's
Hot
the thing
damn.
holding them back.
Forget who's the manager of the White Sox now.
Tony La Russa.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Oh, is that
The
okay?
decrepit body of Tony La Russa got back
The-
in uniform.
The
mummy
man literally
himself.
Tony La Russa, the man literally kept alive by boiling rage.
Oh my gosh.
Good old Tony.
Yeah.
All right, so Vince, I'm gonna start us off. It can't. So the rule is it cannot be X-wing related. If
Yep.
you
Oh,
do,
all right.
if you do spill an X-wing related hot take, you have to immediately come up with 2 non-X-wing related hot takes. So you're on the
Oh
spot.
boy.
So you-
Okay. I was in the X-wing frame of mind, so I'm gonna have to
Yeah.
read.
I had to get,
get
it
a new
took 3
headspace.
episodes to get
Yep.
Drew out of that headspace. So.
Switch gears.
All right.
Exactly.
All right.
Drew, do you have anything off the top of your head?
Off the top of my head, yeah. So there's one actually I was thinking about today, and I know that you may not be very familiar with it, but I do think the hot take that I have is Games Workshop, which is the
Oh no.
yeah, Games Workshop
Oh, you
paints.
cannot
are-
see that. It's like bled
yeah,
all the way
oh,
through the
sorry.
bottle.
Yeah. It's what is it? Games Workshop paints. A lot of people say that they are overrated. I say that they aren't. I feel like they're pretty top quality.
It's not a hot take.
It's not a hot
Games
take.
No.
Workshop has stepped up. The last like
I
5
think
years,
that's a
Games
take.
Workshop
I
has
don't think
stepped up
that's
a lot.
something we're like, oh damn, like a hot take. Like last time when I said that Dune is better than the entire sequel trilogy, like I think that's
Not a hot take. That's
well,
correct.
a hot take doesn't mean it's wrong. A hot take just means it's a bold statement that some people
That's
might
not a bold
disagree
statement.
with.
That's objectively true.
Oh, there's some Last Jedi fanboys out there that would say that it's better than Empire Strikes Back. So that's
Yeah,
not
and
me.
there are also.
but-
I'm
So-
gonna stop myself before what I've
Yeah,
about to say.
the rabbit hole that we're about to jump into.
All right. Okay.
All right,
I think I got a hot take.
hit me with it.
Rock and roll is dead and has been since 2015.
Oh, that was I
Since,
just read
since
an
when?
article on that.
2015?
I just read an article on that.
I
Actually,
will tell you why. I will tell you specifically why it's 2015. I have to go. Let's see. Give me. I didn't have this ready, but I did have this take has been in my head for a very long time. All right. The last rock band that I have heard with any chops whatsoever was the Eagles of Death Metal. And they have not performed a show or released an album since 2015 because their career got ended by that horrible Bataclan terrorist attack in Spain. They were playing live, and some people came in and shot up the theater. And ever since the EODM has never come back from that. I wish to God they would, but I understand why they haven't. And there has been nothing. The Royal Blood is trash. Welshly Arms are trash. Seventh Born Son is like all of these bands that have popped up, and they're mostly English. Shout out to Frank Turner, by the way. He's probably the exception to this rule. Rock is dead and has been since 2015.
you're like,
that is hot. I'll call that hot.
yeah, I was
It's
like,
hot.
that's like J. Jonah Jameson. Crap. Okay,
Yeah.
let's use this one.
And look,
Right?
like, I want to like the worst part is like I listen to a lot of music. Like I'll put it, my Spotify Wrapped told me I was in the top 6% of listeners to Spotify this year. All right, if anybody has a right to make this opinion, it's me.
You know, just to pile on talking about music, I feel like I kissed like my like I still love music, but like the final nail in the coffin for me, like really feeling like I don't even know, like feeling alive with music was when Daft Punk called it quits. I kind of felt like a part of me just kind of faded away.
I mean,
it's just like that's it. Like it just that really sucked. I was not ready for that. I don't know it was gonna hit me as hard as it did. I was just like, man, that sucks. They're old.
I'll follow that up with another hot take. I would say that after DJ Tiesto, Daft Punk is the most influential group in the history of electronic music.
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if that's a hot take. That sounds like it's, like a truth.
I mean,
right?
so I think we have to. How do you define hot take to me? Like if I'm not just gonna be like, I'm not gonna say like Star Wars is the worst. Like that doesn't, because it's a bad opinion or it's like so controversial and wrong. Doesn't mean it's a hot, like that's the only way it can be a hot take. Like
okay.
I think it just has to be bold and like a big, like a grandiose thing. Like Taco Bell's trash. Like that's a hot take. I'm not saying that I necessarily agree with that, but like that's a hot take or whatever.
There are Europeans who would disagree with me. Going back to like the real early 2000s, I don't know any of the acts they talk about. No, neither has anybody else. But I think that's kind of just. I mean, there are people that I know who are very educated musically who compare. I think it was 2012 when Daft Punk played at what's the big festival down in SoCal that everybody goes to? It's always on Instagram. Someone save me.
Coachella. Oh my god.
Coachella. There are people who say that 2012, I think it was 2012, Daft Punk at Coachella was the modern Beatles on the Ed Sullivan Show.
Okay, here's a bold prediction / maybe hot take. If Daft Punk had announced a final farewell tour, it would have broken ticket sale records for like the modern ticket sale records in terms of total gross revenue.
I think it would have. Everyone would have jumped on it. Absolutely, 100%.
I think there are some numbers out there probably. And Greg, you're insane. I don't even like the Beatles that much, and you're insane.
Yeah, Greg's he's like, I'll decide what's a hot take. All right, Drew, I need to hear from Drew real quick.
Yes. So hot takes here. So I gotta be honest with you guys. I don't think Nickelback is all that bad of a band either. Like their stuff was pretty good up to a certain point.
This is how you remind me of what I really am.
It just seemed weird to me that like suddenly there was like the bandwagon of like Nickelback is garbage, and I was like, what? And then it became like a thing.
I don't know when that happened.
I like that we're doing music tonight. You know, I'm gonna pile onto that. I'm gonna say that. Sorry, Drew, and then right back to you.
Go ahead.
But talking about Nickelback, another band that doesn't get nearly as much flack as people as Nickelback, but Oasis. Okay, I think Wonderwall is instrumentally a really great song. Like I love that song. His voice isn't great, but Wonderwall is a very good song. That's what I'm saying. I think Wonderwall is a great song, not just because it's catchy or kitschy or whatever you want to call it. I think it's a good song, and I will always jam out to it. That's all right. That's me piling on to the Nickelback conversation by throwing Oasis in there too.
So, Vince, we usually do like it usually becomes about food or
we do a lot of food.
Yeah, it's great though. I love it.
So I'm gonna throw one more hot take. I got one more hot take out there since we started talking about rock. I would argue Hybrid Theory by Linkin Park, top to bottom, is the best rock album until the Killers happen. Dude, and I'm gonna throw down some singles here. All right, y'all gotta remember: Paper Cut, One Step Closer, Crawling, In the End, and A Place for My Head. This is Linkin Park's Off the Wall. I'll put this on
one more song in there that I listen to a lot that I don't think you mentioned.
Is it Runaway?
No. Sorry, 1 second. I added it recently, or not too long ago.
Like if
Faint, isn't that a Hybrid Theory song?
I think Faint's on media is on Matora.
Oh no, I think you're right.
But
yes,
Faint is
call.
also
you're right.
Faint
Good
is a
call,
jam.
Yeah.
Faint is an all-time classic.
There was one other song, and I think it's also Matora though. So, Breaking the Habit is Matora. That's
yes,
the song I was
absolutely.
thinking of. Yeah. Linkin Park is what was and still is like top 3 all-time favorites for me. Like they're
Linkin Park until the Foo Fighters, Linkin Park was the best rock band active at the time.
I miss Chester, man. That sucked too.
Dude.
That was I went to the little memorial that Chicagoans put together for him. It was pretty touching. Like it was powerful.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
not to end this on a sad note.
Damn, I forgot about Breaking the Habit.
Linkin Park I think is aged really well. I think
I agree.
Juxtaposed with the kind of like trashy, hyper-consumed, hyper-produced hip hop pseudo the kind of what we have now. It's hard for me to even really define it. It's just fusion. It was aged really, really well because music, to me, music's always like, I love just storytelling. That's why I love movies.
Yep.
In Linkin Park, they tell a story. I think they were some of the best, especially in the rock space and at the time of the business when it came to emotional storytelling through music. So.
I think the biggest thing about Linkin Park, and I could do this all day, the biggest thing about Linkin Park is they knew how to use piano. And if you go back through the history of rock and roll, the all-time greats always knew how to integrate that instrument above average. Because keyboards pop up in the 80s, and they're really just like a gimmick. But before that, I mean, the Stones are always legendary for having piano in everything. Because the Stones have the greatest backup cast in the history of rock and roll. They could just like the bullpen, as they say.
We don't get to really talk about music anymore, too.
I talk about music with probably 60% of my writers. For those who don't know, I'm a Lyft driver. But yeah, I would say that I would say Linkin Park probably should be talked about more.
Limp
in terms of just quality music. And Greg, if the album you're talking about is not Chocolate Starfish, I don't want to hear it.
All right. We're moving on from hot takes. That was very. I felt like I don't even think productive is the right word, but we had a conversation while also being passionate about things that may or may not be hot takes.
That ended passionately. I like that.
Indeed. What you got there, Drew?
Oh my God! So Sherry's best friend made pumpkin cream pie.
Oh.
And I was so sad. I went through dinner hella fast to come onto this, which is great. It was all planned out, right? Because we knew this was happening. But I was like, I'm waiting for the pie to show up. When the pie showed up, oh my God, dude! I'm actually gonna text my wife and see if I can get.
I'm going to Nations after this.
It's so good.
We might get banned on Twitch for this kind of like softcore porn happening with Drew and the.
Look, Adriana Chechik is still allowed on Twitch. You're fine, Nick.
Hilarious. But no, it's great. I love it. So what are we doing next, Nick? What's on the agenda?
So it's time for guest rapid fire. Straight Cash Homie. Straight Cash Homie, you are about to field some
he's
questions.
got a graphic. That's so clean. I'm jealous.
We have graphics for everything. I
love it.
Here's the random Chicago one. So plays Sweet Home Chicago, and then here's the hot takes. Yeah,
wait, random Chicago isn't? You don't just play like a random Chief Keef track?
Some of them I was a little bit more invested in than others. Not to say that I wasn't invested in. I'm just gonna do Sweet Home Chicago and Blues Brothers. Like, yeah.
Okay.
Done.
Thank you to all the members of the Illinois law enforcement community that are listening to the show.
Yeah, all of them. They love it. They love our show. They love our cast. All right, we'll go over to our main screen here before I start the timer officially on Vince.
Oh God,
all right,
timer.
Vince.
Oh man.
So we give you 45 seconds. I think that the number to beat, Drew. I think it's 13 now, or did we hit 14?
Reporting Nick for DMCA. Greg, stop being a
Scott was like ultra fast. I think I accidentally played some of Faint because I had looked it up on Spotify and I queued the song not knowing I queued it, and when I went back to play Stream Beats, it started playing Faint for like 2 seconds. So we'll see if Twitch is like, you know.
All right, well, I there are times where I can answer questions just off the top of my head, but there are other times where I get wrapped up in a feedback loop, so this might go badly.
So Drew will count for us. I'll read you the questions. We usually, even when we run out of time, you get the next question. So
Yep.
Okay.
the number to beat is 14. Scott Olafson from Canada, our last guest, is the owner of that. He's also a former league champ for X-Wing in our Discord.
Uh-huh.
Scott's got a
He
couple of
is,
crowns there. Here we go. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah. And here we go. Is Deep Dish a cake?
No.
Best Bay Area baseball team?
Yays.
Favorite Star Wars planet?
Yavin 4.
Breakfast or dinner?
Breakfast.
Least favorite faction in X-Wing?
First order.
In-N-Out or Five Guys?
In and out. Get out of here.
Stout or pale ales?
Pale ale.
Is San Francisco overrated?
Yes.
Best pilot in X-Wing?
Wedge.
A favorite comedian?
Bill Burr.
Corin or Gavin?
Gavin.
Favorite president of the United States?
Andrew
Don't
Jackson.
say it. Okay, thank you. Favorite board game?
Ooh. Life.
And then the last one here, favorite comic, which I already asked you. I'm skipping the next one. Dream Job.
Favorite comic and Dream Job, Vince.
Well, it's favorite
Question
comic
of-
is favorite comedian. I asked him that one. I just didn't edit.
Oh,
Dream Job would be old school FM radio host. 5 p.m.
No,
to 5 p.m. to 9 p.m.
So if we skip favorite comic, you...
No, comic book. Comic book. I
Oh,
thought you meant
I'm
comic
in the
book.
stand-up space
Yeah,
still.
no, you're fine. You're fine. I was like, wait a minute.
Because so Jen works at a comedy club, and we call them comics. So I'm just like,
Yeah.
comic
Yeah, of
comedians.
course you do. Of course you do. Because they are.
So congratulations, you're now tied with Scott for the total.
Well, wait.
grand
Do
total.
I get the favorite comic book? Because I had 4 seconds left.
Well, you ran out of time on the last one anyway, so we will. You can answer it, but
No,
in terms
I
of
answered it with 4 seconds left. I was watching the
No,
clock.
no. That's not how-
All right. Well,
You're on the
my
delay
favorite
too, by the way.
My favorite comic book was the Thrawn miniseries from Marvel. I own all 5 issues, and they're amazing.
Yeah, it is.
Are you someone that like keeps them in like mint condition?
I mean, I don't think they're mint, but I keep them.
You keep them. That's good. You don't throw them away.
Well, they're also the only ones I own.
Yeah, I got some mint ones, but they're not old at all.
What
At
about
least
you?
they're-
Who's your favorite president of the United States, like ever?
What? Who?
Favorite president of the United States?
Favorite president? Oh my god, I couldn't tell you. I was just gonna pick like.
He was
I
a
don't know,
Polk
Abraham-
man, Nick. He's
Abraham.
a James K. Polk.
Yeah.
Lincoln.
Not a Van Buren guy. Not a Van
Not a
Buren
Van-
man.
Roosevelt.
Martin
Roosevelt.
Van Buren.
I like
Oh,
Roosevelt.
Jesus.
Who's the
Actually, can I change
William
my answer
Henry Harrison is mine.
Can I change my answer to Ulysses Grant?
You ran out of time.
Yeah,
If you guys, in case you guys didn't know, William Henry Harrison is
Didn't he only
the
live, like,
infamous,
45 days?
the infamous man who died less than 3 months after his inauguration
Yeah.
because he opted to give his speech in the freezing cold
And he caught
died
pneumonia.
because he
Yeah.
gave his speech in the freezing cold. So it's a little joke for those of you that know a little bit about history. Saying William Henry Harrison is your favorite president is a joke.
Just remember, also the baddest man ever to be president got shot, still delivered a speech, and was healed completely. And his name was Teddy Roosevelt.
Yeah, that's my guy, my boy, my man.
That was guest rapid fire. Vince hitting 14, maybe 14 and a half. depending on-
I had time on the clock. I'm judging.
You're
the
watching with the delay, so
I'm sending that one to the booth.
yeah. Are you? Yeah. Review. Yeah. One.
No, I'm
New
filing
York.
a complaint.
New York.
This is more appropriate, Nick, since you're a baseball guy. I'm sending a complaint into the league.
Yeah. I'm sure Robert Manfred will get right back to you.
I continue this show under protest.
Good to know. All right, we're
Has
moving
anyone-
on.
okay,
It's Star Wars
real quick.
time, guys. Oh,
No, real quick. Has anyone ever actually changed anything by continuing a game under protest that you know of?
Game under what do you mean?
Nick, this is a Nick question.
Okay.
Because I've never heard of it.
Yes, I want to say it's been a while. It has to be a blatant breaking of the rule. Like even if there's like a little bit of gray area, then it doesn't get like upheld or whatever, you know, or whatever it is where they make you go and play. But it's happened before. Like for example, the ground rules set at a ballpark. Like if it goes under this part, it's a ground rule double. If the umpire like doesn't rule that, and like then you protest it, then it gets over. Like you go back and play the rest of that game because they did not interpret the rules properly. So
The one I always remember is the infamous Armando Galarraga getting robbed of an 88 pitch perfect game.
You
on
can't
the worst
protest
blown
that.
Call.
That's a judgment call, even though it is one of the worst blown calls. So they didn't protest it. I think they asked
didn't
if they could.
protest
Jim Joyce, this is baseball facts, guys. Jim Joyce, the umpire that did it, begged for them to overturn that call. Said he was okay with it because he's a stand-up guy. He made a huge mistake, but he was a stand-up guy, and he was crying the next game because he was the home plate umpire, and Galarraga gave him the lineup, and he was so upset with himself because that's a stain on your career. That's horrendous.
Yeah, you can't ever.
And it's actually really shitty the league didn't overturn that call.
The fans in Detroit were savage to him for that call. I remember that.
I mean, he was a good dude, but yeah, yikes.
Owner of a great mustache too.
We're moving on to absolutely Star Wars lore. So we're talking about our favorite and maybe the only one that I know anything about, Skurg pilot and X-wing. We're talking about the one and only Captain Nim. So we'll switch over to Mr. Nim. And I have some notes here on Mr. Nim. Let me close our poll from earlier real quick because I realize I still have that open. So Captain Nim. This is shout out to once again Wikipedia, just coming in clutch with the notes, the last minute notes that I can get because I have a lot of show preps. This Wikipedia is a great resource. So we got a little bit of canon and legends. There's more on legends about him, and there's not much than there is in canon about him. So Nim was a Fioran male pirate who led the pirate band known as the Loch Revenants near the end of the time of the Galactic Republic. Nim and his band of pirates operated on the rimward end of the Corellian Run and along the Lianic Space Run hyperspace routes. While the gang often targeted Trade Federation targets, they also harassed other criminals such as spicers and slavers. Nim and his Loch Revenants occasionally worked alongside the Jedi Master Adi Gallia.
Adi Gallia.
Adi Gallia. Where is she from? I don't
Clone
know
Wars.
that name.
She's from Clone Wars.
Is she in the show?
Yeah.
Cool. I like how you say that name like it's like Ayla or like Kit Fisto. I'm like,
right.
Not as well known. So one of his well-known quotes: 5,000 credits up front, and you've got your hero. I actually think that's a cool quote.
He's cheap. Han cost 17.
He is cheap. It took me a second. He flies the ship, the Skurg named Havoc, or the Havoc. I think it's just Havoc. Then Legends kind of reinforces the same thing, except it talks about his ship. So his ship apparently in canon is not called. We don't have a name for it. There's nothing about the Havoc according to Wikipedia. But in Legends, that is the name of the ship. He joined basically a lot of this, reinforcing a lot of the same. We don't know too much about Nim. Shortly before the outbreak of the Clone Wars, Nim's forces came under attack by the Trade Federation once again, this time in the Carthax system, a lot of Legends names. With the aid of Reddy, his wingman Jenkins, it's a great name, and Jedi Master Adi Gallia, Nim was able to destroy several illegal Trade Federation facilities, including a weapons plant producing a biological weapon known as Trihexion? Cool. Try not to butcher this. During this time, he ran a bout of a separatist-aligned mercenary named Kavik Toth, don't know who that is, who was behind the production of that gas. Undaunted, Nim continued to battle Toth's Sabbath Squadron as well as the Trade Federation. Dude, this guy's a badass. I was telling Drew, he's like if he was like Davy Jones but with like dope hair.
Yep.
Kind of gives me that vibe.
Yeah, Davy Jones didn't really do anything to minimize bloodshed though.
That first picture. Yes, Captain Nim. All right, well, I'm going to ask the chat if you guys know anything more about Captain Nim that I missed, that I whiffed on. Let us know if you do like Captain Nim or you love him. Why do you love him? I'll be honest, I don't really know too much about him. I'm not exposed to that part of the Star Wars circle that is kind of mostly Legends now. There's so much content out there that is being brought into the canon, or in this case, it's kind of just in a gray area now. I'm not really sure, but it's great that it's an X-Wing. Just like how you have Jan and Kyle and Friends and all these other Dash, you know. So
I look forward to the day when we start seeing some really good representations of some of these Legends characters on screen. Shout out to the homie Cornhorn.
Yep.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So Nick, the reason why not only is Nim one of my favorite like Legends characters, but the other reason why I wanted to bring him up too was because he brings up an aspect that I think a lot of us who play X-Wing kind of feel like with certain things. Like, you know how there. Okay, so I'm just gonna read you this quote, and then I'm gonna tell you how sad I am that we don't really have anything like that in Star Wars live action currently, except for the Falcon, which of course was kind of blasphemously done with the Solo movie. So let me read you the quote. So this is Nim talking about the Havoc, his ship. Sometimes I get the feeling the Havoc is alive. She sometimes fires before I pull the trigger, and when we're in hyperspace, I swear her engines sing me to sleep. And I'm just sad that we don't see more of like that pilot's love for their ship more. Like, I was really hoping we'd kind of get that with Poe, and we never really did.
Yeah, they just kind of eradicate his ship twice. The beginning of the first movie, and
Yep,
in the middle of the beginning of Last Jedi.
Yeah, absolutely. And then we get a little bit of that with Mando, but then of course, spoilers for season 2, the ship doesn't exist anymore, and it's just like, really? Like, I love that sort of. I feel like, you know, there's people who have the right, Vince. There's people in our world who have the same ideas and thoughts about like the cars that they drive.
Yeah,
right, like
yeah. Well, so you mean like kind of like what Han had with the Falcon, right?
Exactly.
It all and like, let's be fair, it literally all goes back to Kirk and the Enterprise. All of this goes back to Kirk and the Enterprise.
Yeah.
So
that's a good point. I haven't really thought about that much. The lack of like connection between characters and their ships these days,
or just technology in general, right?
Or maybe
like,
they think that it's only for the Falcon, like they can only give that trope to one ship, I guess.
Well,
maybe.
You also, I mean, you kind of have to look at it this way. You got to realize that most of the heroes in Star Wars are using like mass-produced military equipment, and there isn't normally, you know, an individual pilot will have a connection with an individual ship that he built. But if you ask guys who fly for the Navy or the Air Force now, they never fly the same plane more than a few times. Like, you get what you're given.
Interesting. Okay.
You get what you're given.
It's true.
That I didn't know.
Now, crew chiefs and their planes are a completely different story. But pilots and their planes, man, you get, you know, whatever they slap you in is what you're flying.
Yeah.
Like, we all have this idea, essentially, it's all left over from World War I. Of pilots being attached to individual planes and all the heraldry and the cool names and the bright colors. It really does all go back to the biplanes.
So the connection between Captain Nim and biplanes.
And biplane, right?
Well, look, I mean, anybody who's, it's like you said with your car, it's like literally what he said with it, you know, with his ship. I can tell you that I know something's wrong with my car far before anything on the panel tells me something's wrong. I mean, I've driven, you know, 145,000 miles on this thing. I know every sound it makes. And anytime it's something new or I smell something weird, I don't need a computer to tell me that something's off.
Right. But
it's like Firefly. Firefly is the same thing.
Yep, but that's also interesting.
Cold hard facts, you're 100% right. You are 1,000% right.
Yeah, you're right though, Vince. A lot of the ships, most of the ships that we see, other than the Falcon, throughout all of Star Wars, are pretty much all military grade, like mass-produced vehicles that these people are in. But yet, that's another interesting thing too. The Havoc is not. The Havoc was one that was
one of a kind.
It's one of a kind. Yeah. Interesting. Okay.
Skirting is just it's such a, it looks like a bug, but it's a cool looking bug. Like it's very Star Warsy, but it has this like kind of like, I don't know why. To me, like it looks like it's like a beetle looking, like wide beetle looking ship. It's cool though.
Can I show you guys this? So Nick, I don't know if I ever showed you this. I had one commissioned from that gentleman that paints miniatures for Kevin Feige. Yeah, I wrap it in a diaper and I rub it with a diaper every now and again. It is literally, I don't know if I can see it, if you can see it here.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, can you see that?
Yeah. We can see parts
Yeah,
of it. We can see most of it.
Most of it. Okay. Yeah, you did
Well, that's dope.
the paneling on the side too. Like I'm
got a
sad that
magnet,
he's
too.
not. Yeah, it's got a magnet on it. I'm sad he's just not as good as he used to be in 1.0 because I haven't had a chance to really fly him. And then of course when I do fly him, he dies like fucking.
Well,
wife
he's
plays
all
single
about the bombs.
fighters.
Like, we have a shout out to Jack Ballard. He plays Nim a lot, and he just brings Imhan and Nim and just loads up like 50 points worth of mines and bombs, and he just knows everything. And Nim is really good with that. Like, that's why you bring Nim. Like, you don't bring Nim as a compliment piece. You bring Nim in a janky, all bombs, all the time.
You bring Nim with Just Arrow. You bring Nim with Just Arrow and hope you hit somebody with it.
Right. Right.
Yeah. One agility ships they take damage and they will die faster than
unless their name is Wolfwaro. Am I right?
Yeah,
Vince?
yeah. Unless it's Wolfwaro.
I'm not answering that question.
Yeah. Or if you're like me, who played in, I didn't even talk about this. I won the Zam Wessel Memorial, the Procket Bot Invitational Zam Wessel Memorial 5K Turkey Trot Jake tournament for Nickel City X-Wing. Thanks. I had two factions to pick from for my random list. I picked Empire and Rebels. My Empire list was decent. It was Redline, it was Night Beast, it was a patrol leader, and it was an Inquisitor. I'm like, that's a little bit of everything in Empire, right? Like, it's a lot of bodies. Night Beast is dirt cheap, gets 2 actions.
I don't hear any double edge.
Yeah, double edge. I'm like, a Redline with proton torpedoes or plasmas, whatever, cool. But then the Rebel list. The Rebel list that I drew, so I have voted against, like, I voted for re-rolling the list. Like, Greg asked the stream, because as soon as it spawned, he's like, I don't know about this. So, it was Kanan and the VCX. Okay?
That's a good start.
A Wild Space Fringer in the YT-2400. So that's already 2 4-dice guns with a lot of help.
Yep.
And a Nave Squadron at E-Wing. And I won the tournament with that list.
Wow.
I believe that.
A fuck ton of dice. There were 3 upgrades. Dorsal turret for Kanan. And then R3 and FCS for the E-Wing. And the Fringer was the MVP, dude. The Fringer mopped up at I-1. Like, that thing just natty. And thanks to TTS. Thank you. By the way, shout out to TTS for giving me perfect dice all the time.
Yeah,
really
fair and balanced.
Fair and balanced TTS. Trust me, guys, there's something there. I'm not saying it's rigged in anyone's favor. I'm just saying that I will play 1,000 in-person games and not see
Never
the kind
roll
of
like that
results.
again.
Never roll like that
On
again.
my side and on my opponent's side, even some of the best players I've played against, you don't see
There might
it.
be there might be something there though, Nick, because I played someone 2 weeks ago who ran the Naked Initiative 1 or Initiative 2 Falcon, and dude, that Falcon wrecked my shit. It basically.
That's supposed to happen. There's so many times in TCS I'm like, that's not supposed to happen.
Yeah.
That's not supposed to happen.
Yeah. It was like 3 hits, and then the one blank was like, oh, spend the target lock, crit hit, and I was like, wow. But it was so interesting to me because we both were like, the Falcon is gonna do nothing. You ignore it to kill. I think it was like Luke and some other I-5 or 6, maybe Wedge, and I killed them just fine. And the Falcon cleaned me out, and I was like, what just happened? I checked my back end, was like, what happened?
Hey, I mean, remember the legend of the 3 of Chewie and 2 resistance sympathizers in the old Gold Squadron Jank League? I think they said that guy went 6-0 and then ended up he lost in either the semis or the finals.
Yeah.
Bombgrass saying, I heard skillfully reinforcing was clutch. All right, guys, I'm gonna pose a question to you. Okay, you're flying a 0 agility ship. You're flying Kanan in the Ghost. Okay. You're coming up against a bunch of firing arcs. 2 dice guns, 3 dice guns, maybe some torpedoes, who knows? Okay. Are you going to, what action are you going to be taking most times with the Ghost, with Kanan? Are you going to be taking target locks all the time, or are you going to be reinforcing?
Can I
go first?
Can I boost? Does it have boost? I don't remember.
Does the Ghost have a boost? No.
I was like, yeah, you get into range 1 to throw 5 dice. And,
It's
Kanan can't take
4
hull,
shields. It's 4 shields and 10 hull. So it's not. It goes down faster than the decimator. Okay.
Is this first engagement, Nick? Is it first engagement?
The first, like, as long as you're getting shot 2 or 3 times, what action are you taking? If you're gonna shoot back, but you're at I3 as well, right? So you might take more damage before you shoot. So are you taking a lock because you have force, or are you taking the reinforce and relying on your force as your mods?
I think you reinforce.
Anything more than 2 arcs, I'm reinforcing.
Yep.
Yeah, I got shit on hard for in the finals game. I would be getting shot 3-4 times. I'm taking reinforce. Like, why are you locking? They're not going to shoot at you. It's like, I can't decide if my opponent's going to shoot at me or not. They have the choice to shoot at this ship or this ship, and one of them is way more expensive and has a 4 dice gun. So
yeah, you take the reinforces to just basically to it's the old question of forcing someone to be inefficient. Do you want to waste all of your shots on this big dog who, if you miss, is going to just slap you to death? Yeah. Or do you shoot at something with 3 agility dice and a focus token?
And to be fair, for in Greg's case, like on stream, like you do want violence. I wanted you, and it was an entertaining game. It was bloody. That last game, it was the finals game. But like I'm in the headspace. Like I need to try to mitigate damage. Like that's the name of the game, man. And reinforcing is so big with those ships. I'm like, I'm just gonna reinforce every turn. Like as long as I'm being shot at. Like so. But yeah, that was pretty funny. That was a good time. So shout out to Daniel Leon as well. He was so him and I basically we played in the final game of Swiss. Something GitHub went down, so we didn't keep time for a game. But in regulation, I won, but he destroyed my list out of regulation, so we just agreed to salvo. So like he could have been the guy that played in the final table, but it was me. So
I see.
Yeah.
Right.
So that is going to bring us a perfect segue because we're going to talk about X-Wing now. It's time for X-Wing talk. So there's been some discussions from the almighty Atomic Mass Games about adding even more rules because apparently the game they just can't sit still with just a few new rules. They need to add 10 more rules and then add more to compensate for the bad things that those new rules could add to the game. Anyways, if I could
only mute you, Nick. If I could only mute you.
I don't think anyone could disagree with that. They're definitely trying to add a lot of new rules. There's already a few. Most of them I'm on board with, so it's fine. But the one that we're talking about, you guys see on Yasby, it says AMG, please don't do this. So we're gonna be list building or theory crafting lists that would take good advantage of the range 0, grab a red focus if you bump, shoot at range 0 rules that they're thinking about adding. So who wants to go first? I'll build the list on Yasby. Drew already has his, but I'm gonna have you build it again for me. Like I'll build it for you. Drew.
Absolutely, yeah.
Do you want to start?
You want me to? Yeah, I'll kick it off, man. And this is funny because this is both in your neck of the woods. You and me and Vince included have been teetering around with stuff like this, and Vince, I stole your Hera. I'm so sorry.
So we're doing Rebels.
We'll
okay.
Start with her. We'll do Rebels. Yeah, so we'll do Rebels with Harrison Dula in the B wing.
Okay. In the B wing, not the A wing. You were joking about the A wing. Not the A wing.
Yeah, okay. I was joking about the A wing. Yeah. Although it could work with the A wing, but again, I gotta be honest. Well, we'll talk. Anyway, so moving on. Fire control systems for Hera.
Okay.
And of course, she gets the stabilized S foils for free.
Yep.
We then have Vince's favorite upgrade on her, the hull upgrade.
Easy was like
for that
2
extra
points.
Health. 3 points. 3 points.
Easy. Okay.
And then
53 so far.
Yep. This list is bleeding points, so we're gonna give her a tractor beam and ion torpedoes.
Applause.
No saturation salvo.
Yep. Oh yeah, no saturation. I could give her saturation salvo. Let me drop something real quick.
Can I defend? Can I, real quick? When he's done with this, can I defend saturation salvo?
Wait, what else do you want? Ion torps and what else? A cannon?
Tractor beam.
Tractor beam. Got it.
Yeah. So Vince, talk about this. So this is one that you've had fun with.
I don't want to. You write the whole list and then I'll talk.
Sure.
Typo. I don't think there's been new information. I would have heard about it.
Yeah. So essentially, obviously, we want to build lists that make extreme use of that like focusing while bumping. So this Hera is sort of like a hunter, right? She wants to target lock to get those. She shoots the ion torpedoes first, and then the saturation salvo to get that ion through, hopefully, and then you tractor beam with the S foils open, right? But the other ships, everyone is all about passing tokens, including Hera. So if she bumps, she focuses. The next ship in the list, 50 points. Our man, Kyle Katarn with Moldy Crow and Jin Urso.
Nice.
Like our man Bashir.
Yep. And then you can't take Kyle without Garvin is Naked Garvin 46.
Okay.
And then you take Sabine Wren in the A-wing.
Sabine. Okay. So not Jake.
Not Jake. So Sabine has multitude better ability when at range 1.
But not at 0.
Not at 0. Damn it! I failed. Fuck.
It's over. It's all over.
It's over. It's over, Anakin.
And I was worried I was gonna F-bomb too much. You dropped that one like the hammer.
You still have 8 points.
Yeah. So was you proc it Sabine just because, right? Like, and then what are you?
Okay.
What am I missing? You're missing this on you. Moldy Crow, on Kyle and Jin Urso.
And Jin Urso, is there something else on him?
No.
Garvin with nothing.
Garvin? Yeah, I'm looking at 200.
Saturation Salvo. Did you add that?
Yeah, Saturation Salvo on Hera, absolutely.
Oh, I didn't add
Saturation
that.
Tractor,
I was joking.
Ion. Oh,
there you go. We're at 200. All right.
Yeah.
So this is a rebel list that will pass things. Will bail each other out. Doesn't have a ton of agility outside of Sabine, but Sabine can stick around at range 1. So basically, what Drew wants to do, and correct me if I'm wrong, is he says, "Hey guys, AMG says I can just shuffleboard my stuff forward. We'll just slap each other a couple times there, and I'm gonna shoot you, and give everyone mods, and you will have fun."
Yeah, no, and that's
no intimidation though out there. We got no intimidation.
No intimidation,
which could be banned.
Yeah,
I hope they don't ban that card. That's such a good card.
If you think about it though, like the floodgates that open with this idea, they have to entertain banning something like intimidation. I don't want intimidation to be banned. You know the answer to this problem? Don't fucking add this rule. It's so unnecessary. But anyway,
it's a very bad idea. This rule should not exist. But I don't think they'll ban intimidation even if they do go with this rule change. Mostly because of mostly because it's a pretty expensive talent. And there's not too many ships.
3 points, right?
I mean, for a talent, that's probably higher than about 70%.
Something that you can use a lot more than like a crack shot, though. That's also the same price.
Yeah, and that's
infinite possibilities.
Yeah, but crack shot. I mean, they nerfed crack shot into the ground because of certain people making.
I don't know. I don't think you're gonna win the case that intimidation wouldn't be used all the time. Like people would be careful.
But on who?
Anybody with talent slot.
So like, okay.
So I mean, but
the game is gonna change, man. The meta is gonna be flipped upside down, and people are gonna be doing things that like it's all about exploiting / doing what you need to do to win.
So hold on, real quick. If we wanna cheese this, Vince, to show you that it's a problem, you can have 6 Phoenix squadrons with intimidation on them, and you have 14 points left to turn them into other pilots and give them various upgrades.
So 14 points. If 14 points in Rebels, or I'm sorry, in Rebel A-wings is 2 pilots. I just want you to know that you're only getting 2 upgrades.
It's enough.
I mean, yeah.
Anyways, it's just something to think about. Is that intimidation is going to play... Okay, maybe even if Vince is like, no, I don't think they'll ban it. It's going to play a huge role. It's going to be one of the most used talents. It's going to jump into the top 5 most used talents if they add this stupid rule. So, just something to look out for. Intimidation.
I feel like this is one of those moments where intimidation is getting sideswiped just without actually being a problem in and of itself. Is all I'll say about it.
Oh, it's not. But I'm saying that, but as you make fundamental changes to the game, it opens the doors, it opens the floodgates for certain things to be used a lot more. And because bumping would be almost encouraged in some senses, that people are going to be a lot more willing to just throw intimidation on their ships because they don't care anymore that they could run into somebody. They'll just take a red focus and shoot an intimidated ranged ship. Shot. So I don't dislike intimidation. I think I like where it's at in the game right now. It's pricey, but I think it makes sense for certain pilots.
It's pricey because it's good, and there's some pilots that almost should never be run without it.
Let's move on to the next build, and we can talk more about this.
Real quick. I wanted permission to defend this Hera build real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
I keep giving you shit. What's up,
for
Alex?
those who don't know, I don't know if I'm the first person dumb enough to try to run a super control Hera. Between the tractor beam and the ion torps, but the one where Nick's really started going after me is when I slapped saturation salvo on it.
People are even shitting on it in the chat here. What did Deslin say? If saturation salvo had its own charges, it would make sense. But spending charges on the ordnance is not.
And Deslin, I almost agree with you. Here's the thing.
You have to reroll 2 dice with saturation salvo. 2.
There are there are ships in this game that if you force them to reroll 2 dice, you're almost guaranteeing that ion is getting through. And as soon as that ion gets through, they die instantly. Like, if you bring a 60, 70 point ace to this game, who's I5, looking directly at you, Kylo, if he gets ionized and you're
these
bringing
are like
any...
all hypotheticals, man. There's such fringe cases. Like, it's
They're
so
not
hard
fringe
to make,
cases,
like...
though. Hera's an I6. It's not hard for her to get lock focus.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
but like talk about like a Kylo, or like there's just like, you know, the obstacle placement's gonna matter, your setup's gonna matter.
Abstract? Kylo Ren is a default take in every first order list anyone is running. But you're also talking
there's
about
6 other factions.
Okay, this still works on Luke. This still works on Poe. This still works on ZZ, your Bet Noir. I mean,
it's any
I just
And the
want to
only
see
way-
the Saturation Salvo
Hold on.
reroll natties to natties.
okay, but
Yeah,
that's actually an incredibly small chance of that happening. And even if they re-roll into double focuses, you're making them spend mods. Like, Hera's your first shooter with this list. You're not you have to imagine that this is basically the setup for everything you're going to do afterwards. This even works on a fire spread.
It is
You're
a lot of
basically, yeah.
but-
You're sorry, Drew. I don't mean to talk over you.
No, not
But
at all, not at all.
It's
No,
an
you're
investment for a one-time use because you're using the other charge for the attack, right? So I
But
think it's more so.
2 points. Like,
But
you got to
Vince,
realize
you
you're
think
spending
that we're
2
saying
points.
that re-rolling defense dice is bad? Like it's bad. No, that's good. I think we all agree that defense dice, if your chances of getting the same results are fairly low on a reroll. That's not what I'm arguing. I just don't think it doesn't work for a lot of people where it's at because it uses charges on your munitions that you want to use.
Right.
An Ion Torp.
Dude, Ion Torps are good, man. You want to use both.
Ion Torp.
The
No,
idea-
you want to get
Yeah.
that one shot with an Ion Torp that's going to pay off the 4
No.
points you spent on it.
Deslin makes a good point here, right? With focus lock, if you get 4 hits versus 1 or 2 agility, the ship is ionized anyways. That's absolutely correct. But this Hera
No,
was
it doesn't work on
specifically
mediums. It doesn't work
built-
on mediums.
This Hera, it doesn't work on mediums, but this Hera specifically was built to hunt down things like Soontir Fel or Kylo Ren,
Yeah.
like those
This is-
like First Order specifically has a lot
I'm,
of high.
I'm gonna be that guy and say we got way off topic because we're talking about a fringe case where Hera fires an ion torpedo and we're talking about bump rules.
It's not a
we
fringe
are going
case.
to we are going to move forward. Fringe case in the sense that we're talking about one thing.
Okay.
So
Yep, we're good, we're good.
I think that's fair enough. I'm not saying it's bad, by the way. I'm giving you shit mostly. But Vince, do you have a build that would exploit? So again, let's pretend that these new rules would allow for range 0 shooting without a bonus die. They said that they're thinking about not giving you the attack range 1 bonus, so just a normal attack, and you could take a red focus if you bump. So that's what we're gonna.
So I was going to build CIS. Was
Okay.
the idea I was going to have, and the problem with CIS is that they have
Or
like one
calculate.
focus. They
Sure.
have,
Let's say red
and if-
focus or calculate because that would really hurt.
Yeah,
like, the
it would
entire
kill
separate
droids
aspect.
if they didn't have it. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
let's
in-
do that.
in this case, really, you're talking about abusing all of the calculate pass and all of the engagement phase calculate abilities that they have, and most of those come on the hyenas.
Okay, so what are we starting with?
So
what are we
like
starting
the first one I'm thinking of is you got to start with DBS 32C. So he's the I4 hyena bomber, or I3 hyena bomber.
DBS 32.
32C. And
32C.
So for those who don't remember, at the start of the engagement phase, you may spend 1 calculate to perform a coordinate action. You cannot coordinate ships that do not have network calculate. You don't even have to you don't
Wow.
and then the second ship you're going to put in this list, because you want to run this as many times as possible, you're going to go down to the Vulture droids and you're going to take DFS 311 with independent calculations.
Yeah, to pass the tokens.
Right.
Yep, absolutely.
So now
So-
both of them will have independent calculations.
No.
It's standardized.
Right, but they're different ships.
That matters if it's
Yeah.
the same. It's
I
different
think-
chassis. You don't have to
I
take
think
it.
that matters.
That's actually.
Well, no,
I haven't-
facts. Not everybody is stressed in the idea I'm working with here. Just a few of them. That's the point. Is that we're talking about ways to abuse this. Just wait for it. I'll get there.
Okay.
And then of course, because it's me and I have to do this, I always run DBS 404 because he's
Hell
hilarious
yeah.
and amazing.
Everybody gets his ability wrong too. They think they can fire
Everyone
range
screws
0.
his ability up. He can't APT at range 0. Everyone stop.
And they always like get bummed out. They're like, man, he's not that good. Then I'm like, he shouldn't be able to do that.
Like, yeah, the only guy in the game that can shoot munitions at range 0, I'm pretty sure is Reimer.
Yeah, I think Reimer's the only one.
Reimer would be big in a AMG
Imperial.
bump meta.
Reimer is disgusting in the world they want to build, and I want no part of that shit.
Yeah.
That garbage.
Do you think Crackshot Reimer at range 1? Flip it
Oh.
after spinning it?
Well, no, wait. Crackshot only works on primaries.
Oh, does it really now?
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that.
It
always
only ever
has,
did.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
never been
Yeah.
used.
So
Dude,
I think people don't like read the card after a certain point, so they just think that you.
Nick, can you imagine Crackshot Wedge with plasma torps? You would never.
Or
it would
Luke,
just be
either
like,
one. I mean, if Luke could take an EPT, obviously he should.
Right.
It would literally be like, bro, you thought you had shields. Please remove them all from existence. You will never.
Anyways,
need them again.
what does 404 have?
Yeah,
APTs. He's got APTs.
He's got APT. Okay.
Of course, that you cannot fire at range 1.
Well, wait.
Not the torpedo. And I'm. We're at
We're-
99. Still got points to work with here. 101.
We're at
points
2
left.
hyenas and a vulture with 99 points left. And then you're just gonna fill out the rest with 4 vulture droids,
Okay.
and they're all gonna have independence on them. Because the only guy you're calculating in this list is DBS 404. Or, I'm sorry, the only guy you're coordinating in this list is DBS 404.
So you still have 17 points.
17 points
Oh
left.
god, that's
after
more
the
than I
4.
thought. What did I miss?
These are separatist drones. Are we doing something higher initiative?
No, we're not.
No, you don't want to do initiative. You don't want to do the Trade Federation drone for initiative 3 for
No.
points.
I think it's the same cost.
Yeah, but it's I want the I1.
So
'Cause
then,
if
like,
the whole-
you give them all like clusters or ions. I don't know.
No. Hang on. I have a thing in front of me and I'm trying to do math real quick.
Bro, you
real
give them
quick.
3 Discord missiles. 3 Discord missiles.
Chat. My challenge to you guys right now is please, right now, go and you open Yasby, build one of these lists, whatever faction you want, your favorite faction. What would exploit the hell out of the AMG bump proposal?
Red
Send me the
focus
link.
bump.
Drop the link in. Yeah, and red focus, range
Calculate.
0 shooting, or calculate range 0 shooting, without a bonus die, so no range bonus. Send the link in the chat, please.
I guess the easy way to do this is just to slap thermals on 404, and does this fit? I'm an evil person for this.
12 points left.
Walk us through.
And then TA 175 for the on 32C.
Oh sure, that's right. Tactical relay, which is the one that
He's the pinata droid.
Oh yeah, and
Yep.
you still have a
The
point left
party
over,
ball.
so you will lose by 1 point.
Then I lose by 1 point.
No, you wait. DBS 44 is thermals. Give them the frickin' delayed fuses.
Oh sure. Well, I guess
All right, why not?
might as well. You
Because we got it like that.
We're at
We got
200,
points
so
like
we
that.
have 1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
4, 5, 6, 7 ship list. We have DBS 32C for the coordinate and the tactical relay in the hyena, and then accompanied by the other hyena, DBS 404 for the hard punch. And then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 vultures, including DFS 311 for the swoop token pass. Deslin
So
just
here's the
dropped the
deal.
list in the chat here.
Here's what you do
We'll
with
look at
this.
it in a sec.
You
Yeah, what-
slam.
what-
You
Huh?
build a wall of vulture, the front rank of vulture droids, and 404 right in the center, because you want to bump with everybody except for him. And
Oh
when
my God,
when
Deslin.
everybody bumps, then you bring him in with his calculate.
Mm-hmm.
You pass one over to him with DFS 311, and then you coordinate with 32C. And you've got a 3 calculate target locked additional die DBS 404. Your opponent either has to shoot the droids and give you more calculates,
Right.
or and by the way, he has to kill 404 before all of this. So the only thing he's shooting at is DBS 404, which means that he's given you 5 free vulture droid shots and 32C, and they've got more calculates than basically anybody has seen
Nice.
in how long? Like,
Jesus.
since the glory
Jesus.
days of TA 175, back when, 2 years ago?
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
And then the next turn,
Really?
by the
Yeah.
way, you're too hard rolling. because you're droids and you don't like turning is just
Yeah,
a joke to you.
Yep, the 2 hard blues. I was just about to say, you're stressed,
Yep.
you just get away.
And by the
from
way,
it.
for those who remember me getting in trouble all the time in the Fly Better Facebook chat,
Oh, yeah.
I am starting a band called the Blue Two Hearts.
They can't use it. No, yeah, because they're.
They
already
cannot
stressed.
use Cold
they
Hard.
take
You're
the
correct.
recalc.
You are 100% correct. But the
Yes.
point is that by having independent calculations, if I don't bump,
Right.
I still have 3 calculates on everybody, so I don't even need networked.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm gonna look at Deslin's list
Yeah,
real quick.
dude, this is awesome. So it's 5 Blue Squadron protectors with dedicated, and then
Oh,
Delta
With
Luminara
chopper.
with chopper.
Jesus Christ!
I want to try this out. That looks fun. It just looks nasty.
Is dedicated you reroll?
You take a strain to reroll 1 green die.
But
Yep.
one only blank though. That's another thing people get
Yeah,
wrong.
it is
They
a blank or
reroll.
It is
Yeah.
a blank only, yeah.
Yeah, but you're a Jedi. You don't need to reroll anything but blank die anyway.
Very nice.
Yeah.
All right, again, challenge to you guys. Do what Scott just did. Try to exploit this. How would you exploit it? If
And look, I want everyone to know. I want everyone to know. I am not a Vulture Droid player. I'm definitely not a CIS player. There are definitely better ways to break this faction because it already breaks this game 90% of the time.
It kind of does, man. I mean, we talked about it before on many podcasts with the CIS and being network calculations and all that. Like, man, if you just have somewhat above average decent dice, you've got a token to spend on all that paint you're rolling. It's crazy.
All right, I have started building my list here, and of course, it's going to feature an overtuned modulators intimidated Boba Fett with Slave One title, the OG. So
Yes.
So
Yes.
essentially, what? Oh God!
Oh dear
please,
God!
Please don't do this, AMG. Please, I'm begging you so much.
Yeah,
Please.
Boba Fett alone is the reason this rule should not exist.
So Boba.
Boba Fett, Guri, and Fen Rao, I think are all valid targets. Anyways, continue. Boba Fett.
No,
Who's
no,
got
yeah.
it?
So Boba Fett, Slave One title. We all know he can change directions. So what he can do is he can overtune, grab those 3 calculates, opt into the bump with 3 calculates and the rerolls. He can shoot the ship that he is at range 0 with that is intimidated.
Yep.
With all the mods, and then soak up so many shots with his calcs in rerolls. It's basically like having a couple.
Yeah,
force
Boba
on
Fett
for
alone
the
is the reason
turn.
this shouldn't happen. He's literally like,
And he doesn't even break 100. This is
he does. He's
budget
a-
Boba.
97. Oh my god.
So next, I thought, why not? Again, guys, this might not be the world's winning list if this world existed, but again, we hope
Right.
it doesn't exist. But I am now going to go to the Hawk, and you know what? Paylob.
oh Jesus Christ!
We're gonna take
Yes.
Paylob.
Yes.
So Paylob, I think we give him Moldy Crow. It's expensive, but it's worth it. Down here, title.
Guys, I'm
Absolutely.
gonna
Moldy
step
Crow.
back for 30 seconds. I'll be right back.
50.
Go.
No problem. So I think you just keep him bare bones. 56
Bare
points,
bones.
Paylob.
Sure.
Why not?
He doesn't need anything.
Now,
really.
who can we squeeze in for 47 points? How much is Kanan now?
Kanan
I don't
is
know if
40
Kanan is our go-to.
Kanan is 41, unfortunately.
Kanan is 41, so he
Sorry,
would
he's
fit.
42. He's 42.
He's 42, so but you wouldn't be able to put Maul or anything really good on him.
Yeah. Our boy. Oh, and damn. I was
How
like,
about a
Ultrak.
good Fang? Yeah, Old Tarok does not fit.
Ultrak does not.
209.
What about Joy? Our good boy Joy.
Joy
with,
Rakoff fits without any upgrades.
Oh, I was like Ion Torpedo Joy.
know.
Oh.
Dalen Star Viper. Let's take a look at Dalen and the Star
Yeah.
Viper.
Yeah,
Oh, dear.
Star Vipers too.
Dalen Oberos. There's a name nobody's heard.
Would an IG fit? No.
Oh my
not by
God,
a long
look.
shot.
Talon
Can you imagine?
Talonbane Cobra is 1 point over.
Oh,
Could you give the slave...
Captain Nim. How much is Nim?
Yeah.
He fits. You can put a bomb on him.
Yeah.
Or maybe no. Is there a 2-point bomb anymore?
Yeah.
No.
There is the best
Oh,
bomb in the
bomblets?
game.
Is it
Yeah,
the Ion?
That's,
Oh, is it
no,
bomblets?
bomblet. It's his bomb. That's the
It's
bomb
his
that's
thing. Yeah.
I don't
It's
know
an
if in
actual
this
upgrade.
bump world that Nim is the best option. This is for the memes. Where is he?
Oh, Iman.
Gargor.
Oh, gee.
After you defend, each other ship at range 0 suffers 1 crit damage.
If you drop
Why
if you
not?
drop the slave 1 title, you can fit naked Dengar.
So I think actually let's soup up the other two now. Let's not 3 ship.
Hold on. I gotta ask a rules question real quick.
Sure.
Because if so, then I have a recommendation for this. When you get shot by a friendly, does munitions kick before you roll defense die?
Munitions fail. You have to use munitions fail
Yeah.
safe after.
But no. But that is it before they roll defense die or after?
It's it would be used all the time. Otherwise, it's before. You can't even use your lock.
Okay.
So,
All right.
What you're saying is Boba Fett could target lock Gargor, and then roll down the hits, and then munitions fail safe and get them back, and Gargor can just give free crits.
Well, no, I was thinking, what's her name? In the chemo.
Tarani Kolda.
Tarani Kolda.
Yeah. Tarani's probably pretty expensive though too. Tarani's.
She's less than Paylob.
Let's
Oh,
see.
really?
Where
Yeah,
is-
there's
what-
no way a chemo costs more than a Moldy Crow.
Where is the
The
Hold on,
M12.
Let me see.
M12? There it is. Yeah, so she is worth 48, 1
Yeah,
point
she-
over.
And you could put the droid that lets you shoot friendlies on her.
I'm just trying to see if I were to. Absolutely intimidation on Paylob. Why not?
Actually, you know what this? Oh my God, guys, you know what this reminds me of? Do you remember that list from like a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago, that Nicholas ran? The one that was it was like Gargor, who's the it was Gargor Tarani, the guy that gets the free shots when you take damage. He's in a oh my, hang on, I got this. You guys keep going, I'll find it.
I just finished the
Okay,
list.
okay.
This is my list, Drew. I didn't want to
Good.
think too hard about it.
No, I want to see it. I want to see it.
And Boba has intimidation, seismic charges, overtune modulators, shield upgrade, slave one. And then Paylob has intimidation, concussion bombs, false transponder codes, and moldy crow. So he'll have his own tokens. He can lock and jam and then steal the tokens and then intimidate and shoot them. I don't know. Fuck it.
Yeah,
Gargor is just like, you're not gonna shoot at me, so I'll just run into you and take some crits.
Thank you. Deslin's got it. Just arrow.
Yeah, Jostro. Yeah, Jostro.
So, yeah, so basically the emphasis of this list, guys, the other two are kind of a joke. I mean, Paylob's good, though. Like, Paylob's always been pretty decent. Gargor's a joke, but, like...
God, no, if you,
But a joke in a way where, like, you could probably see some of this. Like, some sort of flavor...
Yoda
type
Taco,
like this.
what's up, buddy?
Hey, John. But, like, Boba Fett with the 3-point overtune modulators.
Overtune
alone.
modulators is getting slapped as soon as the first points update when that card is legal.
So, and then intimidation on both of them, like, it's Boba with intimidation in this world, too. Slave
Yep.
1 title, he could choose to run in and intimidate. Seems quite good. Colfax sent me a list here, another scum list. Bosk with marksmanship, Forlon feedback array, Houndstooth, static discharge veins, and triple zero.
STVs. Oh, no.
And an Unkar Plet with feedback array and static discharge veins, and then Jakku Gunrunner with the same, Jakku Gunrunner with the same, and then the Nashta Pup with feedback array and static discharge veins. Static discharge veins, for you would gain 1 ion or jam token. If you are not stressed, you may choose another ship at range 0 to 1 and gain 1 stress token. If you do, the chosen ship gains that ion or jam token instead. Then you suffer 1 damage. Jesus,
Not
that's a
only, Yoda Taco's right, not only are they going to have to ban like half a dozen cards, should we go down the list of cards that are going to have to get modified if this terrible
lot. Go
idea
ahead,
happens?
because I need to write out a poll really quick, so go ahead.
Well, I'm going to
Do
be
it.
selfish and just start with my, one of my favorite ships in X-Wing. What the hell do you do with Arvel?
Oh yeah, they mentioned that.
Yeah,
so
they did mention
they
that.
mentioned that ships have abilities that are specifically built around bumping or being at range 0. Will have to be given something extra. They will be errated, very similar to what happened to Hera, or it will be changed. It will be rewritten.
Because
Which is a lot of reprinting.
It is
because and another one is another one for the Rebel players out here. What do you do with Zeb?
Yeah, same
Yeah.
thing. They mentioned.
Zeb crew.
They said all the ships like that, all the upgrades like that, will either be given something extra
Oh.
or will be changed.
If they
Yeah.
give it like a negative points cost, I always swear to God if they do that. Oh. Like
Zeb's dead.
Zeb being like -2. Here's a list that John put in: Old Tarok with nothing, Guri with nothing, Sarisu with tractor beam, and then Paylob with nothing. So just
Fangs being allowed to take a focus after they bump are gonna just be disgusting.
yeah.
Because that's how
Oh, look,
you
my
kill
camera
them.
froze. That's a nice
That's-
pose.
That is how you kill Fangs, is by taking away their focus token. Like that
it's
is
actually
1A on the list.
Capture. Sorry, guys. 1 second.
Also, turret weapons
There we go.
technically also work pretty well.
Okay, so this poll is up, guys. Would you? So I'm not trying to be like a shit stirrer, but would you actively protest this change if implement? What is a protest in X-Wing?
Yeah.
I mean, you just wouldn't play by those rules. Is what a protest is in my eyes.
So I think the big thing is
Drew
it
froze
really.
too. There we go.
Did I freeze?
No,
I'm
you're
sorry.
good. It's OBS. It's not us.
It really depends on how the rules are written. For example.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's the other interesting thing too. We were just talking about people forgetting how to read cards. A lot of the cards and a lot of these like for my example, when I first heard about this, I was like, oh my god, procket spam is going to be a thing. You could bump someone and then you can still shoot them. Well, looking at prockets, it's range 1.
It's range 1 to 2.
It's not range 0. So a lot of these upgrades and abilities, all they really need is a number change too, possibly like Zeb, or I mean, obviously they need something a little bit different if everyone can shoot at 0, but there's actually a lot of future proofing that's been done against something like this. So is it really that bad? I gotta be honest with you, with Guri, Fen Rao, Boba Fett. Fen Rao is also gonna be in another faction soon too, right? Like, isn't
Darth Vader in the TIE Defender?
Darth Vader and the TIE Defender, like, you don't want these guys at 0 being able to shoot what they bump, because a lot of the times in tournaments, you survive by bumping to not get shot. It's very tactical. So
why can't this game be tactical? Like, it's just like I think I don't want to go on a rant because I can hold myself back here.
It's your show. Go on a rant.
No, but I mean, because we have a long show and a lot of other stuff to do, including the holiday special, which I'm excited about.
Yes.
But
we can. Okay.
But what I was just gonna say, like, I think there's this artificial push from within, from Atomic Mass Games, to make this, that there's a need. They see a need to make this more casual in all levels, from the casual of the casual to like the competitive, very serious, high skill ceiling play at tournaments. Why does that need to be touched? Why not have a bunch of different game modes? Why does it all have to be like 1 or 2 modes? Everything changes, all the new rules, and then just to get like maybe a few people to come in with their beer and pretzels and play a game? Like, it's not necessary. People play X-Wing, like there's newbies playing X-Wing all the time. People watch our games at Good Games and are like, whoa, this game looks cool. And we have 2 new players that fell in love with the game less than 3 months ago. And this is what the current rules.
And here's the last, I want to leave with one last thing, Nick, real quick.
Yes.
If they do put any of these implementations in, AMG has already shown us that they are at least faster than FFG was on fixing things. Like we got errata for Hera, a couple weeks after.
Unnecessary.
After it came out, it was unnecessary. Well, it wasn't. It wasn't.
I'm just being a dick.
Yeah, I know you're fine. You're fine.
Well,
but anyways, they have shown that if it doesn't work, and if people really don't like this, and if tournaments are showing that this is a problem, they can change that. The only problem is it's a super core mechanic of the game. So that's where it's like, oh, so either way.
Sorry guys, real quick. I have Vader Defender here with Major Rhymer with Intimidation and Advantage over tornadoes.
Yes, tell us.
So that's what I have so far, and there are still 43 points out
can you even fit a 3rd ship?
Sure. Yeah, you can fit some ties. You can fit a striker in there, a couple strikers.
Okay. Yeah, here's some
one striker.
Thermal strikers. Oh my god, with what's his name? Commander Gorin. And they bump, they get the red focus anyways. Like, right?
Duchess.
Duchess, yep.
Yeah, you use Duchess and you guarantee the bump.
Ooh, Iden Versio fits just so you can, if Vader were to take damage that one turn, she just cancels the results.
I think Iden only works on regular ties.
Oh, it's the other ties? Oh, you're right. Damn!
Yeah.
All right.
Bro, Nick, if Iden worked on everything, she'd be an auto-include.
Right. It's true. Academy Pilot.
Like, thank God Iden Versio doesn't work on anything that isn't TIE Fighter. I'd vomit.
But yeah, we have, you could do a Gideon Hask. You guys should probably do Gideon and the Interceptor.
No, I'm telling you, dude, if the whole point of this is to break bumping, you go Duchess with Intimidation.
Duchess won't fit after you have Rhymer and Vader.
Yeah,
really?
Inquisitors
no, you have 43 points left.
Oh, alright.
Yeah.
Yodotako's got it. Inquisitors with instinctive aim and missiles.
Oh god, can those just go away, please?
Oh hey, you could fit. Oh, you could fit 7th in there. 7th sister fits. There you go,
I'm so-
baby.
I'm
Major
so-
Rhymer, Vader and the Defender, and Seventh Sister.
I'm so tired of time for
AMG wants to break the game.
No, to be fair, 2 of these things were broken before AMG got involved.
Sure. Yeah. Well, anyways, I think we should move on. You keep sending me your list. The poll will be open for a while. I think there's something to be considered. Like, there have been a lot of conversations like, what will we do if they decide to go a route that is just so far off the deep end for so many people? Will we just have like a break off of like unofficial organized play? We've already had it during COVID, and it's done well, so it will probably happen.
They could do seasons also, where the competitive rules are different and changed. So that's also kind of a neat idea too.
I think as long as I could wrap my head around it.
Yeah. As long as it's simple, and they have shown that it's not. It's simple, but it's also not, right? Like,
right.
So. We'll
see. Any last
just,
words before we move on, Vince?
Yeah, real quick. I don't think anybody should have any objection to the community taking this game in the direction it chooses to go. I mean, me and Drew are both familiar with the community telling a major publisher to go themselves and doing whatever we want with the rules.
Yep. Yeah, for 15, was it 25 years?
For 25 years, you know?
Yeah,
like,
25 years, yep.
Like, I grew up with a game that literally didn't have any competitive involvement from its publisher. That's where I come from. So I don't see any reason with any big group or with a conglomerate of groups deciding we're going to run our own X-Wing 2.5 and we're not going to bother with the 3.0 rules. We'll buy your product. We'll keep your game alive.
I couldn't see that, Drew. It was all just cropped out.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh,
no,
I'm
sorry.
Drew's holding up a copy of, I think it's the 6th Ed rulebook.
Oh, there you go.
No, it's my mat. I got it when
your mouse pad.
I got a mouse pad. I got it when the game turned 25. Anyways.
Okay.
So
that was 2017?
Yeah.
So I think we can all agree that even though Road, I think, is still like some people are upset about it.
Road is not as bad as we thought it was going to be.
Hold on. Let me finish because I think we'll all be on the same page about this. Even though that is still, I would be classified as controversial to an extent, to a degree. This is definitely a change that not one person, when I was there in the live stream, reacted positively to. And there were hundreds of people. I know that's not all of the X-Wing players that exist, but you can get a good feel on the pulse of the community when it comes to official developer streams.
I think they are going to realize that this is a bridge too far.
Yeah, and it's just like, why?
Hopefully they will.
Guys? Why?
Because if there's no, it again breaks one of my favorite things to say about X-Wing, the internal balance of the rules. When there's no punishment for bumping, you damage low initiative ships even more, and this game is already bent heavily in favor of high initiative. I'll leave it at that.
Real Colfax is hitting me with the cat emotes, and there's the cat. There she is. There's Maya. Anyways, sorry. Super off topic. But yeah, we'll I'm curious to see what the community does if AMG decides that they want to eradicate the current state of the game and make their own version, or whether it be good or for good or for bad. I believe they have good intentions. Just think they're a little in over their head, and they need to hit the brakes in some regards, just a little bit. Like, there's no rush here to change the game in a night.
In fact, that's the worst movie ever made. I never want to hear about it again.
I'm so sorry.
Kung Pao entered the fists.
Kung Pao entered
so
the fists.
good. It's purposely terrible.
Yeah, no. So he's literally having a conversation with somebody. He goes, "It's good, not bad. Like good, not bad." And
okay. Good, not Con Air is good, not bad. Kung Pao Enter the Fist is trash. These are two different things.
So, guys, real quick, we're rolling into we're heading into overtime now. We usually would be done with the stream, but we're gonna keep going. It's the last. It's the last episode. So I have giveaways here. I have a card pack from one of our last leagues. I have stickers, seismic charge cards. If you guys want to win that, and stick around, because we have a couple more topics to go through. The next topic for the holidays. Happy holidays, everyone. We hope you also had a great Thanksgiving. I ate well. It was awesome. Hope you guys did too, Drew and Vince. Had some
absolutely.
Good food. We are going to react to a part of the Star Wars Holiday Special. It's long, so I found the HD highlights. It's about 24 minutes, so we might not watch the whole thing, but we're gonna watch a bit of it. So guys, go ahead and hop into that part of your browser, the watch together, and make sure you're still in there. The link is in our personnel chat.
Can we please watch the video on stop motion? Anything but the holiday special?
Nope.
Nope.
We're doing this to ourselves.
Yep. All right, I'm ready when you guys are.
Cool. All right, so we just need to do a quick test to make sure that. Hold on, I'm gonna move. Can I move this over?
Not yet. Cold hard facts. Come on, man. They're on the way. The holidays are coming.
Oh God, I can't.
Let me move OBS over. Here we go.
This is for my Top Gun fans out there. Oh my God, we're head to head. I can't believe we're doing this.
All right.
Yeah, the animated cartoon part, Deslin, is probably the best part about it, and that's probably it.
All right, can you guys hear and see this when I press play? Is it playing?
Yes, I can see it.
Okay,
it's live.
Vince,
Yeah.
It's live. Okay, I'm gonna go back.
I'm already dying.
I'm gonna pause the music here on my end. All right, you guys, please enjoy this wholesome reaction.
Planet of the Apes had better effects.
Here we go.
Yeah. It's amazing that they get that Wookiee to act like that.
Oh my God, it's awful.
It's Lumpy!
It's Lumpy!
Oh my God!
Holiday special is brought to you by.
What sound is that?
I don't know what that.
Guess what I forgot?
He's making. Okay, so that bucket reminds me of Jungle Juice.
Of the calorantrum mood.
This is Star Wars.
Wonderful, just adds that touch of piquancy.
What in the?
Oh my God! Is that
Very nice.
is that
Now
blackface?
we've had enough liquor.
No.
Who is that?
No, I think it's just oil. I think
Blackface.
it's just oil.
And guess what we're ready for now?
It's like a cooking show.
Yeah, Drew, that's just oil. That's just makeup.
Okay. Holy.
Stir, stir.
Oh my God, I love it.
Step 2, while we're stirring, we also whip. So it's
Oh,
stir,
they predicted
whip,
flat screen
stir,
TVs.
Whip,
Yeah, it's pretty flat. It's high
Whoa.
right there.
whip, stir.
You guys do it with me. Whip, stir.
I'm done.
Increase tempo, because
Oh, I
precision
usually
is very
ghost write it
important.
though,
We do want to
so.
have a fine consistency.
Wait, time out. Drew, you'll have the answer to
And
this.
on the count of one.
Is this lady the inspiration for the one of the characters from Hoopla?
I don't know.
Is that who this is?
Was it done by the same
No, you remember for the Disney character.
I don't know.
The hyperspace Hoopla chick. What's the? I have to go look at this costume.
I'm gonna turn up
Canon, yeah.
Chrome
turn
a
it
little
up.
bit, guys, so
Yep.
you can hear it a little bit better.
Absolutely. Keep going. I love the.
All right, here we go.
Yep.
Whip, stir,
In a
whip,
canon.
whip,
George
stir,
Lucas tried to,
whip, stir,
Deslin.
whip, stir.
Oh, the hair's coming apart.
What's wrong with her hair? What happened?
Stir, whip,
Oh, R.I.P. Wig.
stir, whip, stir. Wah! Having fun. All right, coming along nicely now. Step.
I'm sorry, Vince. You cannot
Oh,
leave.
she has.
Beat.
They have.
Beat.
Oh,
three
it's
arms.
an alien,
Okay.
so this
What
is totally
the-
Star Wars.
Beat. Stir. That's not right. I'm sorry. Stir. Whip.
There's nothing in that
stir,
bucket.
stir,
There's-
whip,
yeah.
stir,
Nothing.
whip,
You're-
Yeah, we're not.
whip, stir, beat. Coming along nicely.
I
It's
can't.
fine to have a finer aroma.
You know what this is? You know what this is like? This is why I can't be on MSTK 3000. I would never survive one of those movies.
Oh god, what's about to
Oh
happen?
look, he's gonna jump off. Lumpy, I'm right there with you, man. I feel it.
Lumpy, ready to kill himself.
Dude, the person doing that oh my god, Jesus,
That's wow. Kashyyyk is beautiful at that time.
Yeah.
Oh my. I'm sorry. I want off Mr. Bones' Wild Ride.
Yep. Secret TV. Okay, weird. Oh, it's Luke.
This is like post plastic surgery, post accident.
Oh, this
Luke.
is-
Yep.
Here, keep working on it. Hello, Mala. Bitchy. Hiya, Lumpy.
Good old Mala.
Where's Chewbacca?
Oh my god,
Hi.
look at this man.
Dude, Mark is doing it though, man. I mean,
God bless Mark
he is
Hamill, dude.
Luke. That's
What sounds are these?
Yeah. Not now, R2.
So
Guys,
we're
just
using
tuning
sound
in. We're
effects. Very
reacting
cool.
to highlights of the holiday special right now.
It's fixed.
I
R2.
Is he working on a model of one of the ships that they used in the actual movie?
Hold it, I think. What's up,
What's up?
Chewbacca? Yeah, we'll bring him to the screen.
Oh my god, he looks. Oh. He looks like a doll.
He's super doctored up though. Yeah,
He looks like Zac Efron a little bit there, doesn't he? Like a little bit.
That makeup is doing a lot of work for him.
Yeah, it is.
All I can tell you
That's
is
caked
that,
on.
He and Han left here on schedule.
Oh my god, the music is louder than his voice. Like, what's going on?
Yeah,
that's
Yoda's right. These are not highlights.
You say these are all highlights?
weird. This is not. Yeah.
Mala
this
is
not
beautiful,
highlights.
honestly,
Yeah,
like
Marco.
cover girl kind of stuff there with
I
her Mala.
I'm just waiting for R2 to set the building on fire.
Yeah.
R2's like a child. He's like, what?
He isn't blinking. That's the.
Yeah. He's blinking a little.
I know him, and he hasn't missed a life day yet, right?
He looks 12. You know what he looks like one of those child actors. That's what I'm. That's why I'm tripping out.
Longer to get there. That's all. He'll make it. Come on, don't look so worried. Now Chewie's not
I
gonna
like how like Luke has such a
Bro, I'm
long
telling you,
connection, like a deep connection with Chewbacca's family. Like it's so
Hold-
unnecessary.
Cold hard facts. You're absolutely right. Luke.
His hair
Mark
is
hasn't-
so disastrous. I
Mark-
want to jump off something.
Mark hasn't blinked once.
One time, not once.
He's trying to set it on fire.
And R2 set the building on fire.
Yep.
Oh, dude, that's Star Wars first vape right there.
Yeah, seriously. He's like, my makeup R2. They're gonna see my scars.
Yes.
Trading post
Please.
Wookiee Planet C. Ooh, a little Imperial shenaniganery going on.
Uh-oh. So where's what happened to Chewbacca?
Bro, these
That's
are
not
Doctor
Chewbacca.
Who level 1960s effects.
Yep.
I suppose you want to see my identification.
No.
Han got fat?
I've come to look around your shop.
Oh, good. Look around.
That guy, you see way too much of his forehead. His uniform
Bro,
not
why
cut.
does he look like old Han Solo, though?
Man or Wookiee would want.
He does.
What is?
Oh, Jesus. That helmet costs $5 at best.
I know. He's wearing it so wrong.
The belt is.
Drew,
yeah.
am I wrong about the quality of these costumes?
No, absolutely not.
Well,
I've seen the 501st do better.
Oh, absolutely.
They're playing Hollow Chess? Let's see these effects. I like how
gonna-
they look.
I'm gonna want it.
I like how this like Kashyyyk home looks like a normal human being's home too.
It does.
No, for real.
Oh
And
dear God.
Wait, it's not the game. They're just gonna watch it.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
Cirque du Soleil, man.
I wish we could see Vince's face. His reactions
What is
would be
this?
good.
I know his reactions would be great.
okay. This is.
Oh wow! All right, I wish I could do that.
There is
with my
not. I'm
friends.
sorry.
Cirque du Soleil Star Wars.
Somebody cleaned out the entire city of LA of acid before they made this.
I
fest.
know.
There was not a drop left until Arizona.
I mean, that's pretty cool though. The
You have to appreciate
yeah.
that. I mean, it's so out of place,
they're-
but
it is. They're good at. I mean, the actors are like the performers are.
oh my
great.
God,
Like,
performers are the
the
only
way.
thing good
Wait,
about this.
all right, wait. Find me somebody the way Lumpy looks at this entertainment show.
I'm pretty sure Lumpy
Find
eyes
you
are
a woman.
meme. I'm
Find
pretty
you a
sure
woman that
Lumpy's
looks
eyes are
at
a
you.
meme.
I have that woman, so I'm okay. But find you a woman that has Lumpy the way that Lumpy looks.
Yeah,
looks at
you
the-
both do. I'm forever alone. Moving
Yeah.
on.
Just
Oh
you'll,
my
that look
gosh.
and you'll know, Vince. That
That-
look and you'll know.
Yeah.
I
that
am not even sure those are real eyes. I mean that seriously.
I think they're eyes that have been gouged out of a human being's corpse.
I think those eyes got Jeepers Creeper.
Wow.
Why can't they just play chess? Isn't it a chessboard? Ooh, that's
Yoda,
not a good.
Yeah,
Yoda.
it's like a
Coke
game. Why
doesn't
are
do
they-
this.
Yep. Cocaine is a hell of a drug. Absolutely.
Cocaine does not do this.
Yeah.
Well, what's also interesting is that, like, isn't he interacting with them?
Can you
Right,
believe?
like-
I'm sorry, I'm pausing one more time real quick. This is like, it's the holiday special, and they are dedicating like more than 10 seconds to this. They're dedicating minutes to this.
Yeah,
scene.
Yeah, this is you're
This
just
is
watching.
somebody sat in a pitch meeting and said,
Yep.
"We're gonna put 8 minutes of this on screen." The 1970s were something else, man.
The music doesn't do it any favors, too. It's like,
Yeah,
oh
it does-
god,
Hang on, I have to Google when this was filmed.
it looks like a plunger.
It does. It's not even a real.
Oh my god, I was right. This is everything wrong with the 70s in one video.
Doesn't Disney own the rights to this?
They
It's
do.
the only
I
video
mean,
that they wouldn't copyright strike before, though.
It's on. Isn't it on Disney Plus? I can't remember.
Oh no,
Bro,
Oh no way they put this on Disney Plus, dude.
Yeah.
This ruins the reputation of Star Wars. It's that bad. Like that's what the way Lucas saw it. He literally like quote, "If I had a sledgehammer, I would go and destroy every last remaining copy of this."
Yeah.
He said that.
I would watch an hour and a half of George Lucas rampaging through the universe looking for every copy of this special. If he was played by like Charles Bronson.
It's guaranteed to lift stains off clothing. faces,
So
and
like,
hands.
you guys think that the
Cleans
guy,
teeth,
this Imperial Trooper here,
toenails,
hold on, let's get a
washes
better look
eyes,
at him.
Pierces ears, calculates, modulates, and syncopates life rhythms, and can repeat the entire Imperial Penal Code, all 17 volumes, in half the time of the old XP21.
17 volumes,
Just
still less
something
than the
to
state of
keep
California.
squeaky clean.
Yep.
I use
Yep.
one of these all the time.
Yeah.
Alright,
Yoda
so this
Taco,
guy- Sorry, go ahead, Drew.
No, I was gonna say Yoda Taco's like the Lego Star Wars
Oh my
Holiday
god,
Special
that
was
mustache.
great.
So
It was great.
That's
This
a
is-
caterpillar right there.
So
Look at this
my
guy.
my theory is that this guy is like a friend of one of the producers who
Yeah, very special.
who
friend with
lost
that
like
mustache.
who he owed the producer a favor and they were short on people willing to be in this. So
Bro,
no wonder.
he had to put this costume on.
He
and
gave
be
people
in
mustache
this.
rides for 25 cents. That's
The way he's wearing that helmet, there's no indication that he actually even signed up to do this.
he looks like he shouldn't be there.
That's a man regretting every professional
Oh, it's-
decision he's
it's
ever made
Carrie.
right now.
She also looks off.
See, it's the oil. I'm telling you, it's the makeup they're using.
Life day for you.
Yeah, the
She's
makeup.
Drew,
her
she looks
face is
exactly the
perfect,
same.
too.
I don't want to type the channels. So could you do me a favor and send
She
either
doesn't look like Carrie Fisher with the frontal like.
Bro, it's
Yeah.
because she's.
Chewbacca or Han
Look at the
Solo to
cake.
screen,
You can see
please?
it like
Yeah.
around her eyes and
Yeah,
then down her
around
cheeks.
eyes,
So like
yeah.
the amount of effort for makeup and nothing else. Interesting.
She says that she would like to grant your request, but is quite unable to do so.
I mean, C3PO's
You mean
voice
having
sounds
the
great.
right-
I'm telling you, us three could do MSTK 3000 based just off of this right
She
now.
says there has been
Yeah, we
no
could.
contact.
Yes, I think I understand her message. That Imperial Patrol must be giving them more trouble than we bargained for. Mala, are you alone?
Carrie doing the only acting on this entire program.
If you would permit me.
I mean, they're doing it though,
No,
right?
she says
Like
she's
she
not
sounds
there.
sincere. It's not like you can see that it's phoned in.
Well, she's not as angry as she was in the first
Well,
movie.
also they probably got
Absolutely.
paid.
Well,
Paid.
they did, yeah.
I don't know, dude. I don't know how much they got paid. You gotta like.
I love the underbite. It's such an aggressive underbite that like
Yeah.
it conceals the nose.
It's true.
Can we talk about our guy over here in the vest, just going full 1970s with the chest hair?
Happy Life Day.
Happy Life Day, guys. Happy Life Day.
Oh, here we go.
It's like the electric chair.
Is this the
What even-
porno?
what?
This is the porno segment. Yeah.
She looks like Betty Davis doing an outtake with the. That's the line of the show. Everybody go home. Blackberry Jam just shut the party down.
Yep.
Oh, yes.
Oh God.
What?
Feel my creation.
Oh wow.
Oh yes, you can feel my creation.
You can feel my creation.
You getting mine?
Dude, the
Oh,
70s were
yeah.
so crazy.
Oh, we are excited, aren't we? Well, just relax.
Hey, Nick, remember when I asked if this was a PG-13 show?
It is, lady.
Yeah,
it is
good point.
physically impossible for me to relax.
I,
We can have a good time.
dude, she's like less attractive Tina Turner.
Oh. Need a secret? I find you
A pile of lewds, a pile of snow. Oh god, lewds.
Lewds, wow.
I'm speechless.
Okay,
You can't tap out, man. You signed on.
Oh, yep.
I don't need to.
You tap out, you never roll a paint result in TTS again.
I am your fantasy. I am your experience. So experience me.
Is this what it's like if
Oh
X
my
used to
God.
talk to us?
Nick!
If the game was talking to us?
bro, you're gonna get struck on this channel if you
This is
bought this. I
our
want you to know that.
together in time.
Is it really that bad? Alright, we'll do a
No,
little light
it's not.
skip.
I'm 100%
Oh, you're just joking. Well, I don't know. It gives me vibes.
Turn this
Here we go.
into an eternity.
I don't want to go.
Turn this moment into an eternity. Okay. I think I will
No, that's
do
an
the opposite.
eternity of. If you turn this moment into an eternity, I'm gonna suffer for eternity.
Hey, there you go.
There
Nice,
he is.
Stock footage of.
Oh
episode
god.
What I tell you? Must be Chewbacca now.
What I tell you. All right.
Wonder how many viewers tuned in for this. Oh no! He's a little too short to be a stormtrooper.
Yep.
Oh gosh, it's the Empire. Oh, his helmet.
This unit
Different
is occupied
person.
by 4 Wookiees, 2 adult males, 1 adult female, and 1 male child.
Yes, I can see that.
How the hell would you tell?
I know, right?
Of Amorphian citizens are
Look at this
frequently
guy's nose!
impaired by malfunctions, which result in a temporary loss
That man's
of
got a
vision.
schnoz.
Dude, you need to set some sort of consent for him to watch this.
Yeah, Yoda, you needed a parent's permission slip.
And durability.
Exclamation point lose in the chat.
Thank you for selecting our brand of mini transmitter.
Merchandising, merchandising.
Merchandising, exactly.
It will provide many years of fun and valuable service for you.
Oh my god.
Look at that.
Lumpy is
Whatever.
way too much TV time. As a kid, I didn't get that much TV time.
Now let's get started, shall we?
I definitely need an adult.
Oh, he's grabbing his butt. There we go. That's a move. He's slapping his own butt.
Oh, look at the spin.
First, a sealed package containing all the tools you'll need. Ah.
If this guy hits us with a scholar's cradle like he's
looks
doing a
like
lecture,
this.
I might jump out a window.
Try not to rip it open, because it makes a very handy storage case for your tools until
It's
you
a
need them again.
Ziploc fucking bag. Ziploc bags in Star Wars.
So is he? So he's doing
Now,
the
This is the
messing
first
up
thing
of his
you'll need.
Look
right. Like
at,
it's supposed to be.
Please be careful not to hurt yourself.
Supposed to be like a
on the sharp
Lobot. I don't
edges.
know. A droid.
look at the
Sorry.
lapels on that jacket. I bet you that guy wore that to the club at least once.
Bring your nicest club outfit.
It
Bro,
looks
that's
nice.
100%.
Oh my god, is he gonna?
I want his head to blow up. Oh my god!
Now, find the circuit breaker module.
All the tools, a bottle of
By
rum,
the
some
way, let's start
cocaine,
calling
and
these
laser
components by their proper
Is that
names.
Harvey Korman?
Jeez.
Circuit breaker.
This look familiar.
He does look familiar.
But this is so trippy. Like, I feel like if anybody's like on any hard drugs while watching this, like this will give them so much anxiety.
I'm not even on hard drugs and I'm getting anxiety.
So he's.
Ugh.
So the
Every
glitching,
one of the
the glitching of the
10,000 terminals
TV,
on
right,
your
losing
circuit
the
breaker
signal.
module
That's
is
just
marked in a
him
particular
acting,
color.
right? Like
Beautiful
That's
No,
so
it's
weird.
it's like editing.
like a rainbow.
They
Yeah,
edit
dude,
the
dude,
voice.
the thing over again,
wires with
yeah.
the corresponding colors. So, red goes to red.
I mean, it's kind of cool, but we have no idea what they're
And now
trying
we're
to do.
Goes
This
to
is just a
blue.
bad trip, man.
So-
Oh, this has nothing to do with the holidays either. Like, it's such a long special.
Red-
This is just the highlights.
Red to red,
Yeah.
blue to blue. I'm pretty sure they're teaching the Wookiee how to make bombs.
Let us work slowly on the thought.
Oh my god, this guy's like, it's like an erotic experience for him. It's about Life Day, but it's not about Life Day. It's just like not.
I'm sorry. I can't get over this little gremlin's eyes.
The impulse
Yeah,
to
it's
voice translator.
horrifying.
The very heart of the MIDI transmitter, which converts electronic energy, which
You
you
look
provide,
at that!
into any of 1,000 recognizable.
And this is what ended his career.
We must remain alert for this very complicated procedure.
endurance and concentration.
Why is this guy just breaking that? Like, dude, come back with your seminar later when you recharge.
What does this have to do with Star Wars?
What does that have to do with anything?
Isn't he Lobot, or isn't he like a robot? Is he supposed to be? Is that?
I
what
like how he's like, real quick. Hold on.
He's being suspended by his nose.
So he's like dying on screen, and like,
Yeah,
can you
he's
imagine watching a DIY video and like following along, and the person has like it just dies, and you're just like just continue to just do.
Look at the effects on this console, by the way.
Oh, flashing light is all they had in the budget. We need a flashing light there. It changes colors. He's all smiling like something happened.
Bro, I was honestly waiting for
it. Well, I am certainly
Oh my god, look at that. Oh, that is the sexiest alien I've ever seen.
to get rich with customers like
that
you.
bartender
I
has
thought
killed
you'd
at least
drink
5
faster.
men. I promise you.
Might be a man.
Oh, come on now.
No,
drink
she's
up.
killed
There's
at least
plenty more
5
where
men.
that came from.
There are bartenders like that in SF, and they will beat you to death. I promise you.
That alien has spoken. That's like the pre-Ted Num.
It is the pre.
Actually, can we make like a Braylon? Can we make like
spotting.
a Braylon Strom or Ted Nub like alt art card with that guy?
That's not PR. Get out of here.
Now we'll do it my way. What'll it be?
Can we talk?
Well, of course we can talk. We are talking. You're not ordering. I'm not pouring. We are not drinking. We are talking.
Oh my
I'm
god.
moving this to make room for a drink so that next time I say what'll it be, and you tell me, I can put it right there.
Doesn't matter. Give me
Yeah, I know bartenders like
His
this. and
hair,
they hate-
his hair is like, it's like Weathertop from Lord of the Rings. Like there
Bro,
is,
he
it's
doesn't have
flat.
a crater in the top of his head.
It is Weathertop.
Crater. Until now. Until tonight, I thought about it a dozen times.
You'll never get in a relationship
nose.
where having that kind of
He's
hair.
got. Doesn't he
Come
have
back soon.
Yeah,
I'll
he's got a mask on his
Ooh,
nose.
creepy as hell. That's like, I feel like that's like if you wanted a cup holder in your hair. That is like that's the you're like, hey bartender, I want the cup holder, and then they give
It
you
is
that.
a crater. Oh my god.
Yep, there it is.
What?
What?
Ooh, it's like a toilet bowl sound. It's like way too loud.
Nina.
What? No, cool. Thanks, freaking out. Me too. It's her. He's like,
Oh my
So she's done with this guy
freaking out,
already.
too. Yeah, she's done with
It's all
him.
gone. Look, there's a flower on top of it.
I see there is. Do you want another drink?
Flowers for you. I wanted to bring you something, and that's
This is
all.
how you pick up women, guys.
Oh
Hey,
my
look, if
god.
this isn't game, I don't know what is.
To bring me anything.
Yeah.
Krellman.
Krellman, what a nice name.
When I left here the other night, I felt
This-
something
I'm-
that I haven't felt in longer than I care to remember.
Holy
I felt alive
crap.
again. Someone made me feel like all the years I've lived meant something. And all you said was 6 simple words. Come back soon. I'll be
Look
waiting.
at all those, all that like finger that's like, you know, hot glued on.
More than words. I knew that
Right.
at the time. That's why I went home and thought about what you said.
Oh, what did I say?
It doesn't
She's
matter.
way too cool with
silly.
this.
What you said is not as important.
Silly.
Yeah,
And-
she should have.
What did I mean?
Oh
I
my.
decided-
Yo, I'm sorry. Can a stormtrooper come in and blow this guy away, please?
Yeah.
Yeah, like this is
Like, yo, this is
Even they
A
can't
man
miss
can
him.
live
They'll
as long as
kill
I
him.
have, through all the
Bro.
ups and downs. And just when he thinks it's all over, someone cares for him again.
Somebody,
I
yo,
wasn't looking for
someone
that
kill
when I
this
came
man.
Oh, he's behind the bar.
That's why
Oh,
Oh,
my God,
yeah,
what's
no.
going on? That's not.
Imagine your family. Imagine your family and children sitting behind the TV, you know, watching this together, and just this is what you see for
This
minutes
makes
on
Pepe
end.
Le Pew look like he respects personal distance.
Yeah. No, seriously.
Oh dear God.
God.
Content warning.
Oh my god.
You're kind and sweet and terribly attractive, but
Well,
Oh
this
my
is-
God,
this
she's
is-
way too chill with this, folks. This is not how the real world works.
Bro, this is
Yeah.
problematic. This is problematic.
To say I did.
Yep.
Agneta, don't do this to me.
Now, please, look, I have customers. Why don't you sit down, finish your drink?
Oh my God,
Have
she's
another
inviting him to
drink.
stay.
This one's on me.
You insulted me. Please sit down. Finish your drink. This one's
Oh,
on me.
thank,
Are you
thank
kidding?
God the cantina
Oh
banned.
my god.
What the?
Oh no.
Oh, the best,
No, there's
the best
more.
stories.
No.
Oh my god.
But I have business to attend to. I really have no time for anything else.
You'll change your mind. I just know you will. 6 simple little words. I can wait forever to hear it again because I know.
Come back soon. I'll be waiting.
Ooh, God,
Bro,
that's
like,
weird.
Oh my fucking god, does he... Time to go commit suicide.
Oh, there he is.
Christ.
Oh, poor Harrison Ford. I mean, of all people.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, he was in this?
Did you see that move? Oh, there's the Wilhelm.
Just one more round, friend. Then homeward bound.
Wait,
Oh my God, it's a song.
Why are
What
people
the-
singing?
In your dreams.
Oh my god, he's behind the bar too.
There's
He
way
wanted
too many
Han to die
bartenders.
just because of this special.
Oh my God, Braylon Strom looking good. Look at Braylon.
Get shorter, it seems.
Wow.
Yo, who's Frankenstein in the background?
Just one more rhyme, friend. Yes, it's a crime, friend. But you know time.
This feels like a song that should have been in Les Mis.
Oh, sorry guys, I hit watch together. That's my bad.
It's Colossus.
Where did it go?
It's Colossus.
Sorry, 1 second. There we go.
Oh, just. Oh no, slow jams. Let's go. Yeah, dude. Like, this dude literally looks like a Frankenstein extra.
Oh, I guess
That's
this is
a
a
giant
mouse.
rat.
Oh my god, that is a giant rat.
It's like a cat dog kind of sound.
No,
It's
that's a rat.
Yeah.
no, but it's going like rawr, rawr, like a dog and a cat.
Yeah,
all,
like a
but
dog
it's a
cat
rat.
noise.
If there's a light in the place.
Oh my gosh.
This is a great way to end this. We're almost done and ending it with a musical number. Like,
God, I can't believe I'm surviving this.
He's wait. He's on the.
oh, I recognize that thing.
Everybody sings in a holiday special. Oh Jesus.
What are kids supposed to think about this? That like drinking is like insulting people's good time? Like it's you'll have a
Yeah,
good time.
right. Teach them how to get women, right?
This
Yo.
holiday is yours. But we
My
all
God.
share with you the hope that this day brings us closer to freedom and to harmony and to peace.
Oh yes, to freedom,
No matter
because it's
how distant we
1978. The
seem,
Soviet Union is
we're
still
all
a thing.
the same in our struggle against the powers of evil and darkness. I hope that this day will
Dude,
always
Luke.
be a
Oh
day of
God, the
joy
budget
as
is
we
killing me.
confirm our
This is
dedication
right.
and our courage,
I can't do
What are
this.
they,
More than
what are they
anything
standing
else.
behind?
our love for one
Why
another.
is Chewie wearing a robe?
This is the promise.
Because
of the
it's Life Day. All the Wookiees wear robes on Life Day. Don't you know that?
All
All
right.
all the Wookiees.
Oh, I guess yeah. We. Oh my God, Carrie singing. Oh, sad man.
The best part. The best
Is this
part.
a dub or is this her?
That's her.
I didn't know she had pipes. All right,
Petting
enough.
Chewie.
He is
Yeah.
petting Chewie with the
Nick,
robot.
Nick,
Oh
make it
God. Oh
Nick,
God.
make it stop.
Oh dear God.
Nick,
All
make
right,
it stop.
all right. Vince is tapped out,
I
folks.
can't. I gave you all
That
I
was
had.
the holiday special.
I gave you all I had, man.
Oh, she
I
was
made it
good.
23 minutes and 31 seconds, but that's all I got.
Oh man.
My favorite
There's
is
some
in
good
this.
memes.
Deslin, I'm trying so hard to join you there, bro. I'm.
So let's take a review of our memes. So our first meme comes from Colfax posting in our Discord under memes. A businesswoman from the big city who hates the holidays. A hunky baker on some shit who's gonna teach her the true meaning of Christmas. It's going to happen. It's a Hallmark movie. It will happen. That's a good
The
one.
Hallmark. Yeah.
Holiday. Had to start with the holiday themes.
and the baker will be played by Channing Tatum.
Probably.
Yes.
Some hunk. Some
No.
hunky baker.
What's his name? What's his name from the Batman? Oh my God. Colin Farrell.
Oh.
Colin
Yeah.
Farrell?
Pattinson. I was gonna say Robert
Yeah,
Pattinson.
he's a big guy now, man. He's playing Penguin in the new Batman movie. That's him.
If you really want to get some good quality Colin Farrell, go watch. What's that one where he's a boxing coach?
Oh yeah. Oh, I can't remember the name though.
Was it the Gentleman?
Something like that. Yeah.
Shout out to the to Monty Python.
Yeah, it was. It was
It's
called The Gentleman.
Knight of Knee, a Star Wars story.
Yes.
It's such a serious looking poster.
Yeah.
It's so
Amazing.
well done. Amazing Photoshop
Is
skills.
that burning bodies behind Kylo?
I'm sure it is.
Kylo found them a shrubbery.
Yep.
I will find
That's
you
a
a
great.
shrubbery.
That's a
What if
great.
he was-
That's a great.
What if he was?
poster.
What if he was kneeling in front of a shrubbery?
Yeah, they should have added that. Here's a good mashup.
Eki patangs. Oh boy.
Proceed with the countdown. All groups assume attack coordinates. And then the Eye of
Oh
Sauron.
my god.
Lando on the Eagle. That blast came from the Eye of Sauron. That thing's operational.
Oh, okay. No. But you know what I like about this meme? This shuts up all of those idiots who always say, why didn't they just fly the ring to Mordor? Done.
Yeah.
Discussion over.
Yep.
Well, it wouldn't have been a super laser, but the Nazgul would have ripped them apart pretty easily. So.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, so my favorite response to that is the Tolkien professor who like makes videos for Variety. Like they asked him that question, and he said because it would be a very boring story. I'm like, that's the main reason. Yep. All right, moving on. Wait, here we go. Another. Ooh, this one's oversized. Here we go. Let me make it smaller. This one is too big. Here we go. This is Drew's favorite. Hold on. Wait for it. Wait for it.
This is so good.
Here we go.
It's my favorite.
Please, sir, I'm only 9 years old.
I'm only 9 years old.
And the orcs are fighting aren't even a year old. Now shut up and get ready to kill some babies.
Wow.
Oh, man.
My favorite, yep. I'm only 9
good.
years old. I don't want to go to war, and the orcs are fighting aren't even a year old. Now shut up and get ready to kill some babies.
A good Terminator meme. This one went over my head for a moment, but it's pretty good. Shout out to Runs for this one.
That's amazing.
That's great.
That's outstanding.
Can you send that to me?
Yeah. It's in Discord. It's in Discord. Just go to Discord. It's in the, it's in the memes.
That's awesome.
It's
that's
in the
hilarious.
memes.
By the way, best movie villain ever.
Yep.
I'll put the T-1000 against anything.
Oh, here's one. This one
he was
is
great in that movie
nightmarish. Just like the holiday special, but I thought it was funny. Sorry again. I don't know why.
What the hell?
Nightmare fuel.
That's. Oh my god.
Kenobi waking up in bed. Oh, wow.
Look at Grievous. This is amazing.
I like the beard. I like the. I hate to say it, but I like the beard.
Looks like it. Does Grievous look more like a Star Wars character with that? He kind of does.
He actually lightweight does.
Yep.
No, Drew. You know what he looks like? He looks like a Samurai Jack character.
Oh my god, he totally does.
You 100% could do a robot with a beard in Samurai Jack, and no one would blink twice.
And no one would blink twice. Yep.
Oh man, so good. Well, guys,
series, man. Love it.
Great memes. All? Please keep sending. Yeah, we do 6. We do 6.
Oh, okay. There's a limit. Okay.
We do. Yeah, we always do 6. Please send me more. I will always keep them and use them because we have a good taste in memes here, and I appreciate you guys. This is. And now it's time for the giveaways.
Blackberry Jam, you're 100% right about the alien, but the T-1000 is way cooler.
So actually, I'm just
probably
gonna.
Way more
There's Vince.
Right, like a T-1000 versus a Xenomorph, a T-1000.
T-1000 all day. T-1000 all day.
Yeah, twice on Sunday.
Turn off that countdown there. All right, you guys.
The best part is when the T-1000 fakes being a Xenomorph and the Xenomorph doesn't realize it.
So I'm whipping out more of our seismic charges here. My favorite.
Dude, they're the best,
up to now. So let's see if it focuses. It's trying. It's just because my face is right there. There we go. Just a little dark over here, but so I'm giving out one of these and a sticker. Okay, so they come together.
Yep. It was done, Vince. It was done. They crossed Terminator. Yeah, sorry.
No, that's okay. That's fine.
No, go ahead. I'm just.
It's been a great finale. So guys, type 312 if you don't have either of these. Like if you don't have this pair, I want people that don't have this have a chance to win it. So instead of just giving it to anyone that's been active in the chat, the keyword is 312. So type that in. I will give you guys a moment for that. And then I have 2 of these sets. So I'm giving away 2 of those. So we'll start with that. So I'll give you a moment. 312. Can't mess it up. It's the numbers like our channel. Just like this. 312. Alright, I'll count down from 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. First winner is Deslin, who decided to... Did you type in here? Did he type Drew into it? He totally did.
I don't think I missed him.
He did.
He did.
All right.
Yep.
Scott, you have like
He
5 of
wants
these.
them. Hey,
Oh, you don't have a seismic charge? Okay, well then you win a seismic charge.
Hey.
I'll send you one, but I'm gonna give away these packs separately. So the winner of the first one, Desmond, I'll send you a seismic charge. Twitchy 5x5, who's Australia, who I can't send mail to you right now, but I will send it to you as soon as I can. So just exclamation point win and fill out the form.
Yep. Hey, if you're gonna say wow, you gotta type in Drew's wow.
Wow! Exclamation point redeem wow.
Wow! Wow!
Redeem wow. No, it's redeem Drew. Oh gosh, I butchered that one. Redeem Drew.
Wow.
Wow.
All right, and then the winner of the second pack is Sabru. I thought it says have one already. But you did. Did you type in 312? Don't think you did. I don't know why Nightbot.
He did. He typed.
Maybe as a sticker. Nope. Didn't. Yeah. Blackberry Jam Studios. There we go. Cool. Nightbot can be really bad about like honoring the keyword sometimes. So.
Nightbot.
All right. Exclamation point win. Fill out the form. Basically, I've revamped this whole system to make it better for both of us. So once you filled out the form once, just fill out what you. Like, you don't have to fill out your address again. You just need to fill out what you won. So that way I can keep track of all that on my end. All right. Lastly, this is a pack. A Bosk, a Janors, and a 312 1-speed template you can use as a marker.
No, are those the Paul? Is that a Paul LaRue?
That's the Paul LaRue Bosk, yeah. Beautiful card.
Damn.
Bosk is still viable. He's still good. He's still fun.
Yep.
And by the way, everybody, this is totally unprompted, but Paul LaRue just put up a new set on his website. I don't get paid to do this. He's just the man, and everyone should buy from him.
Yeah, he makes amazing cards. Actually, what we do, Vince, I partner with him 3 straight leagues, and I buy a card set for the winner of the league as well for our playoffs. So
I think I have every set of Rebels cards he's ever made.
Yeah. All right, you guys. So now, if anybody just type freely in the chat if you want a chance to win this pack. Whoever wins it wins it. This is a great prize pack if you want to give it to a new player or for tournament support for yourself if you don't have these yet. The template is awesome. They're beautiful. Shout out to John Conley.
So good. They're so great. I use them. My wife uses them. Yeah, they're good.
They're super helpful. Little known fact, a little notch right here. I don't know if you got here. Let me just this top one. You can you can use this to set up at 90-degree angles. So you lay it parallel to the bottom of the mat, and then you put it in the notch, and you just set it up 90 degrees. So you can use that notch to set up a perfect 90 for your ships if that's how you like to set up.
Good, it's good.
Yeah, so I'll give you guys a second to type freely. Let's see if Nightbot updates. Here we go. I'm gonna uncheck you, Drew.
Please.
Give Vince a chance to win. That's fine.
Absolutely. I mean, he's got better chances of winning than Wolf while rolling evades on him.
I'm not responding to that.
Give you guys one more moment. All right, guys. The winner of this pack of 2 cards and the template is... Everyone's eligible here except for Drew and I. So
it's gonna be Cold Hard Facts. Calling it now.
It is.
Wow.
Colfax winning the card pack. Do you doubt me? So again, as I usually say, I have plenty of these cards. So if you really wanted the Bosk, if you really wanted our Janors, which I only have a few left now, I've been giving away a lot of those, but I do have some left. We will do more giveaways.
Wait! You guys are gonna like this. You guys are gonna like this joke. Cold Hard Fact says, "I finally get a 1 straight. Good. That's all you need to fly Rebels. Welcome to the club."
Yeah, and he's flying B-wings, so it's perfect. Well, guys, this has been an amazing experience doing 6 of these. I want to thank everyone that has been a co-host with us. Drew, I wanted to thank you for carving out the time to do this consistently. Every 2 weeks we were doing this. Vince, thank you, man, for being here for our last one. We'll get you a camera somehow, but we appreciate you being here, man. It was a good time.
Absolute, my pleasure. Entirely the pleasure is mine.
I want to thank, so let's see, our first guest was Matt Carey, so thank you, Matt. We also had Colfax, Cold Hard Facts, the winner of tonight, of course. We had Will Hagwood. Thank you, Will.
Yeah.
We had a couple other. Sorry, we had Vince tonight, and then we had. Help me out, Drew. I'm just drawing a blank right now.
Okay. Didn't we have Tim on?
We had Tim. Which Tim?
Spangler? Was it Spangler?
There's a lot of Tims in X-Wing.
No, it wasn't Tim Spangler.
In X-Wing. God.
So, Scott. We had mentioned Scott earlier. Thank you, Scott. And there's one more.
There's one more. Oh my
Greg
God.
Cash.
Yeah, Greg Cash. Yeah.
Greg Cash was our second. Colfax was our third. Will Hagwood was our fourth. Scott was our fifth. And then Vince wrapped us up here for episode 6. So what are our plans? Look out for updates in January. We'll have a brand new revamped 312 show. Trying to do a little bit more to get just audience numbers up a little bit. It takes a long time to grow this, but I'm pretty happy with it overall. I think we've all had a good time, but just a way to get more people involved. So if you want to be a part of this and want to help continue to grow our amazing community, consider liking us on Facebook and joining our Discord. We run a great X-Wing league. We have awesome people in our community. So thank you all so much. Drew, thank you so much, man. It's awesome seeing you wear that shirt. It's good to have you.
Every time, man. Every time, I always have it. I love it.
It's good to have you.
That shirt's baller. That shirt's baller.
Yeah. So with that said, guys, this has been a great final episode. 2 hours and 20 minutes. We will be back on Friday nights and then doing Saturday X-Wing as usual. And I can't wait to see you guys again. Thank you so much for being here, watching the 312 show. Look for this to be uploaded within a day or so on YouTube. And we'll catch you guys on the table or whatever. Remember, TTS dice are the best dice. And Vader Defender bumping and focusing sounds good. Boba bumping 3 calc sounds good. And but either way, we'll be fine. The sky will not fall. We'll figure something out. Thank you all. Have a great rest of your night. Have a great rest of your week. I will talk to you all later. Bye, guys.
Happy holidays.
And happy
In
holidays.
celebration of the holidays,
Happy
drink your
holidays.
Ovaltine.
Yes.
Yep.
Happy Life Day as well. Come on, man. Insensitive.
I pissed off. I pissed off USPS DC with that line. Well, I'll tell you the story.
Probably February, Scott. Is
Yep,
I would like to do the next league because our playoffs are in mid-January. So
you pissed off UPS DC with Happy Life Day?
I did. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you guys the story after we're done.
I gotta hear this.
Bye, guys.
I'll tell you on that show. Bye, guys.